wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Hello and good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. It's good to see everybody, and you're good to be seen. You always got something different going on. I love Jaybird today. He's got on his new Ghostbusters onesie, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, KVJ Nationer sent it to me. I don't have their name in front of me, but I love them and I love the outfit.
Look at you.
Looks like the suit they wear in Ghostbusters. That's great. Now, is that technically a pajama? What is that?
Yeah, you would call this a pajama. It's actually not a onesie. I thought it was yesterday. It's a two-piecer.
Okay.
That's good for peeing.
It's a little big on me. It's an XL, but here's the thing. You kind of want your pajamas to be big because you eat in your pajamas.
You don't want tight pajamas.
No.
Nothing worse than when I get a tight moo-moo. I'm like, really? This is not going to work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got actually a question here. Lena on our Facebook page just want to know about pajamas. She said, how long can you wear pajamas before you have to wash them? That's a good question. If you have even just night clothes, things that you wear to bed.
I'll wear a moo-moo for a couple days in a row.
Okay.
Because I'll wear it to bed, and then I'll take it off in the morning. I take a shower in the morning, and I'll put my moo-moo on top of my little dresser, and then the next night, I'll put on that same moo-moo. I'll wear it a couple nights in a row.
And I think it all depends. Are you eating baked beans in said moo-moo? Do you get a little barbecue sauce on the side of it?
Are you farty?
Yeah.
Are you sweaty?
Okay,
All great questions.
Mm-hmm. If you're not farting, sweating, or anything else, can you go 3 to 4 nights in the same night clothes?
I think 3 might be pushing it.
Okay.
4 is disgusting.
Well, think about if it's 4 nights, just on average, you're going to fart at least 4 times throughout the night. That's 16 farts worth of...
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's too many farts.
So you would say your stamp of approval is on 2 nights, no mas.
Yeah, I feel good with that.
2 nights is good. 3 is dancing with gross, and 4 is just plain repulsive.
Okay.
4, you're an animal. What do you do?
All right. Well, there you go. All right.
But 2020, I know a lot of people don't get out of that moo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, if you're working from home and you don't leave your house and you're freaked out about corona, I would not be surprised to find out people live in a moo for 4 days.
you're saying it's okay to wear, just wear a fresh moo.
A fresh moo would be the most desirable situation, but also it's 2020. I'm not going to moo judge you too hard.
I think it all depends on your situation too. If you are somebody that's living with, your partner, you probably want to change it up. But if you live alone and you're not getting judged,
if it's just you and your cat, I don't think it matters as much.
Yeah, me and Chewy, he don't care what I wear.
Mm-hmm. And just for people who don't know, a moo-moo, what is it? Just a loose-fitting dress, basically, that you wear to bed? Is that what a moo-moo is?
Yeah, it's like a night dress.
Okay.
And moo-moos can be all shapes and sizes. They can be long, they can be short, they can be long sleeve, sleeveless. Mm-hmm. Some of them have buttons up the front. I prefer a buttonless moo.
Okay, but it's not a pajama, like where you talk about more of a pant.
No, a pant is different.
My mom and Ann led the league in wearing moo-moos. Towards the end, my mom was only in moo-moos. That's all she wore.
Moo-moos are so comfortable.
They are.
And look, you've earned your place in this world when you make it to your 60s and 70s. If you want to stay in a moo, you stay in a moo, girl.
100% agree.
Or boy.
Okay. All right. Babs is saying this is weak. If you're clean and you're stuck indoors, I think you could wear it a week, I think is what she's trying to say.
Babs, if you're I don't know, a week, there's so much that can go on. So much time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we should be less judgmental.
Okay. Because of COVID, maybe you get a little bit more of a pass.
Totally.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to it. If you want to see the cultivated outfits of the KVJ show, you can dial us up on our YouTube page. You can get that on your flat screen or your mobile device. Just go to YouTube and look for the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second in your dirt of the day Could Matthew McConaughey be the next celebrity to run for governor? He's talking about it. I'll give you some details coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, we told you that all the Charlie Brown and Peanuts specials we're not going to see on broadcast TV anymore. And we lied. We thought that it was only going to be on Apple TV, but I guess PBS cut a deal as well. So there will actually be broadcast television specials with the Charlie Brown Christmas and the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
From what I read, there was a lot of heat put on them, and then they heard the cries from the people, so they made the adjustment.
Yeah, that was Apple TV licensed it to PBS because, people were hating on Apple TV, and they're like, this is kind of looking bad for us in a marketing way, and so let's go ahead and let it be on some kind of public broadcast.
Because, not everybody can afford Apple TV.
Yeah.
So, come on now. Everybody needs a little Peanuts.
And there is something special about having it come on at the time that it's broadcasting and watching it during that time. It's kind of a special moment.
Well, probably what they got hit with is they said, look, not everybody can afford Apple TV and all these different things. And, this is one of those things, it's just a seasonal type thing. And anybody, no matter what your income, should be able to watch Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Amen.
It's a tradition.
It's America.
Yeah.
LeBron James just launched a tequila yesterday. Lobos 1707.
Okay.
Apparently, he tried it while on vacation and fell in love with it and then was like, oh my gosh, I have to team up with these people. You can pick up the Lobos tequila from LeBron. It only tops out at $150 a bottle.
I'm telling you what, these celebrity liquors, overrated. I've had a bunch of them, and they're nothing special.
Really? Which ones have you had that aren't good?
I tried the one UFC guys.
Casamigos?
I've tried that. I've tried the UFC fighter guys, whiskey. Name a couple other ones. I have tried a bunch of. I think Pitbull had something that wasn't very good.
Diddy's Ciroc?
I've had Ciroc. Ain't nothing special.
Yeah, you're not a big fan of Ciroc?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's liquor.
I really did enjoy the Casamigos. When you compare Casamigos to the Patron, I really prefer the Casamigos. So I would like to try Lobos. I'm into that stuff. Like, if I'm drinking LeBron's tequila, I think I'm fancy.
I want to try Cameron Diaz's wine. I hear it's terrible.
It got panned.
I want to try it.
That makes me want it more.
Yeah, it makes a ton of money for a lot of these celebrities, though. They made some cash.
Look, it's a pandemic. Alcohol sales are up. You're an actor. You're not working. It's a great pivot. I totally think they're smart for doing it, but they better put out a good product because we're looking at you, LeBron. And finally here, Matthew McConaughey was doing an interview the other day and said that he is considering a career in politics and possibly even running for governor of Texas. He wants to fix things. He says politics seem to be a broken business. Amen, McConaughey. I don't know. I kind of feel like if I lived in Texas, I would vote for the guy.
Yeah, he's a sensible kind of dude.
Sensible. He's got his own money, so he doesn't need to be corrupt like all of the rest of them.
Yeah.
He wants to stabilize the country. He wants to do good things. He wants to rebuild America. I'm voting for McConaughey. I know I don't live in Texas, but if I did, I would. My mom lives in Texas. I'll talk her into voting for him.
I mean, this is politically motivated.
This is so politically motivated. And that's what's going on in your dirt of the day.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
We got LeBron that is coming out of his own booze, and Snoop Dogg is kicking it with a sea turtle and a new commercial for SodaStream. There you go. All right. Snoop Dogg is like the top pitch man. He does Coronas and he does SodaStream, and Snoop is thirsty. That's what I'm getting.
What do you think his net worth is?
I would say that Snoop Dogg is... I'm going to give him $450 million.
Virginia?
I think around 250 mil.
Virginia's closer. He's worth 135 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I think he'd be worth more.
I'm kind of with you because it does seem like he endorses a lot.
Well, he's popped on to how many songs? But I guess maybe you're not making a lot of money just to do that little guest appearance.
Maybe he spends a lot of money too. You don't know.
I mean,
You got to keep up that lifestyle.
I wonder how much money he has spent on weed in his life. Do you think it's over $10 million?
I don't think numbers go that high.
I bet it's over 10 million. We talked about Mick Fleetwood from Fleetwood Mac. I think he spent like 20 million on cocaine, he said.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't cocaine a lot more expensive than weed?
It is, but think about Snoop and how much weed.
Yeah, he's always smoking.
And the entourage got to smoke too.
Agreed.
You can't just buy for you.
I'm going to say 10. I know we'll never know, but 10
Yeah.
million I think he spent on weed.
Lot.
I think he would probably tell you if you asked.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a guy that cares about secrets or cares about having you know he smokes.
I just don't know if he'd know.
Well, if you know what you basically spend a month, you can figure out what you've spent in your life.
You can get ballpark.
Yeah.
I did see a listing by Esquire magazine. They went in, they ranked these celebrity liquors that are out there, and I forgot how many there are.
There's
We
a
were just
ton.
talking about this. I like this.
Yeah, the number one they rated is Marilyn Manson's Mansynth.
Is it absinthe?
I guess it would be.
Yeah, that's that stuff that I guess used to be illegal, but the new absinthe that's out there is not the real absinthe because I don't think you're allowed to make real absinthe.
Okay, kind of crazy. Yeah, it's interesting that he got that. That's what they put at number one. They got George Clooney's Casamigos at 2.
Oh, it's so good.
It's overrated.
I don't think it is. It's not that expensive compared to Patron. I think it's the same price.
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
They got Ryan Reynolds' Aviator Gin at 3 on their
I
list.
need to try that.
Yeah, they've got Matthew McConaughey's Long Branch Bourbon at number 5. I didn't know he had a drink.
Long Branch Bourbon. Would you try that?
Of course, I would try all of them.
Is that what you drink, bourbon or whiskey?
I'm a whiskey, but
Oh.
whatever. I don't care. Give me a bourbon. It's cool.
Well, then at number 7, they got Drake's Virginia Black American Whiskey. So Drake's got his own whiskey.
I haven't tried the Drake whiskey.
Drake's from Canada. Why is he messing with Virginia?
I don't know. Good question. Justin Timberlake is at number 9 with his Salsa 901 Tequila. He made the list. Jay-Z's got his own cognac at 10.
Cognac's one of those ones where I feel like you need to own your own library.
Yeah, that might be a little sophisticated for us.
You should have one of those fancy robes on.
The room should smell like leather-bound books.
Yeah, you have a fireplace.
It's out of our league.
Danny DeVito's Limoncello is at number 13.
That's a thick drink, and that can give you a stomach ache.
Not all limoncello's thick. Some is lighter. And what I gave you was a limoncello cream drink.
Oh,
That's
man.
why it was so thick.
I think that was in the middle of the summer you gave that to me.
Basic limoncello isn't as thick because the one I gave you had added cream.
Okay. There's also at number 14, Ron Jeremy's rum. Called Ron de Jeremy.
Oh, the creepy drink.
No thanks.
Yeah, just out of principle, I couldn't drink that. Sammy Hagar's rum is number 16 on the list. And then they put his drink that he's got, the Santo Mezquila with Adam Levine. They did a joint project. They got that at number 17. It's a tequila mezcal hybrid.
Interesting.
I think Hagar has made a lot of money off that.
He has, yeah. He did the Cabo Wabo brand and sold that. He had like the Cabo Wabo cantinas. That was a Van Halen thing they had going on when he was in the band. Willie Nelson's got his whiskey at number 18. Ludacris's cognac is at 19.
What's cognac taste like?
It's not good. If you get really good cognac, then it's good. But I've tried the cheap stuff, and I am just not a fan.
Is it a brown liqueur?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
They got Bethany Frankel's Skinny Girl at number 23, Virginia, for the best celebrity liquors.
I was using her salad dressing during my healthy run in October. The strawberry was not bad.
Did you feel like a skinny girl?
I felt like a skinny girl.
Kenny Chesney's rum is at 26. Diddy's Ciroc Vodka, they got all the way down at number 27 on the celebrity liquor list. Channing Tatum, I didn't know he had his own born and bred American craft vodka. That's at number 28. Dan Aykroyd has got his own vodka. 50 cents. Effin' vodka is number 30.
I never see any of these in the store, though.
I do. I see all of these. Do you look?
I look hard.
I see effing vodka all the time.
So you may tell me
Casamigos all the time.
all the ones Kevin's saying. I mean, I've heard of some of them in the store.
Most of them. I mean, I'm not looking for yak, so I'm not like shopping the cognac aisle, but I'm sure they're all there.
Bill Murray's got Slovenia vodka. Robert De
Slovenia,
Niro.
I've seen that. There's a lot of like Russian-sounding vodkas.
Yeah, and the pit bull is the Voli 305 vodka.
That was not good.
They put that at number 35. So of the 37, Pitbull's number 35 of 37. So you might be right. That's not good.
It was disgusting.
So Pitbull makes disgusting liquor, apparently.
The best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today, and you're home for the KVJ Show. 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jaybird?
So I want to call out my friend. Their kid got stitches on their foot, sliced their foot open, and what they did was they posted 5 pictures. They posted the picture of the foot with the wound open with blood. They posted part of it, looking like roast beef, and they posted the part with the 19 stitches in it. And you're scrolling down Facebook, and you're just kind of just seeing what everyone's up to, and then all of a sudden it just kind of hijacks everything, and boom, you're stuck in this world where you're forced to look at all of these grotesque looking bloody pictures. Stop posting pictures of your kids' wounds. I don't know if anyone wants to see that crap.
It is graphic, and you see adults post their own pictures. They're like ankles falling off their foot, and it's all bloody, and you can see the muscles, and you're like, wow.
Well, I'm over there like looking for holiday recipes, and then
Cat
boom.
videos.
Yeah, cat, something sweet, and then I got this kid's wound in 3D staring back at me. The guy, he took so many angles of the gash. The kid's in the hospital. The kid with the stitches. The kid with the stitches with the milkshake. I get it. You want to document it, but can we maybe slow down on the gross gash pictures?
The graphicness of it is a little much.
Well, you don't see it coming, and now it only takes a second for you to see all of those pictures. I got that BAS, that bitch ass stomach. I don't respond well to freshly pictured gashes.
Yeah, a wound is tough if you're not expecting it.
So I'm just calling out my friend. Stop doing it.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I'm calling out my friend too.
Uh-oh.
But for a good reason.
Oh, okay.
My friend Jim, who is from New Orleans like I am, he went home and he always brings back all kind of stuff. So this time when he came back, he brought all of this redfish that he caught himself. It's in my freezer. I'm so excited. But he also brought back something called a satsuma. You ever heard of a satsuma?
I've never heard of a satsuma.
So growing up in Louisiana, we didn't have oranges like y'all have in Florida. We had satsumas.
Okay.
And a satsuma is kind of like in the orange family. It kind of looks a little bit like an orange.
I would think it was an orange if you just showed it to me. Maybe like, oh, you got an orange today.
This is actually a satsuma.
Ooh.
It's of Asian origin.
Uh-huh.
And back in the 1800 and somethings, a bunch of satsuma trees were planted in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that's a big thing. Like in Louisiana, it's satsuma season. And everybody knows you get good satsumas this time of year.
Have another one, please.
Sure, pumpkin. I tried to get all the seeds out, but be careful.
Is this the same thing as a snake do?
I'm not going to say, what's a snake do?
Hiss.
So now you've had a Louisiana
That's good.
satsuma. You know, Abita beer, some breweries and stuff, when they try to infuse with fruit, they'll use satsuma.
I can see that, yeah.
It's delicious.
That
It's
is very
delicious,
good,
right?
Yeah, yeah
It's lighter, tangier, less sweet orange.
I guess, yeah, but if you gave that to me, I'd be like, it's an orange.
It's all kind of the same.
It is close, but it's easier to peel than orange, too. I will say that. Satsumas are super easy to get into.
Okay. Now I do like, because, sometimes I've wrestled with an orange.
Yeah, oranges, they put up a fight, but not Satsumas. They're your friend.
I would eat them more. There's a lot of food that I really like, but I just don't. It's too much work. I'm that way with seafood and all your crustaceans. And I'm that way with a lot of citrus where I'm like, if it's all cut out on a plate, great. But it's just the whole effort you got to put in for what I get back. I'm like, nah.
I'm with you, man. I was really trying to get into tangerines. And after your third one, you're like, I just don't have the heart anymore.
It's too much exercise.
Well, I have to be energized. I have to be focused.
You're right.
It's not often that I am at a peak performance level to peel into an orange.
I'm with you.
Well, I love picking my food, so you just tell me what you want me to pick, and I'll pick it for you.
Okay, yeah, citrus, crustaceans, all that stuff I love.
All that picking.
I just want to get to it easier. What I got on my mind today, I was hoping that maybe people could help me out, and I got a recommendation for you as well. I'm trying to learn the Espanol, and so I try to watch as much programming as I can in Spanish, and I had found a show on Netflix called Club de Cuervos, and it's a comedy.
Sounds like a tequila.
It kind of does, yeah. It's actually about a soccer team or football in Mexico, and it was Netflix's first endeavor into Spanish language programming. So it's Netflix that put it on, and it's very well done. The acting is good, the characters are great, it's funny. And majority of it is in Spanish. Every now and then they'll throw in a little bit of English, but for the most part, it's pretty much all in Spanish. And I just wrapped it up yesterday. It's solid all the way through. I loved how it wrapped up, and it's a really good show.
It gets the gringo seal of approval.
It does. I loved it. I thought it was good. There were some really laugh out loud moments, and it's even dealing with the subtitles and trying to figure out what the heck they're saying. So I want to find other shows like that. And I've noticed now that since I started adding Spanish shows to my Netflix list, and I've been watching some of them, it's now giving me a lot of recommendations.
It thinks you're Hispanic.
It does, but
but you're just a poser.
But a lot of the shows look really low budget and bug. I started watching one that was pretty terrible, and I was like, ugh. There's a lot of really bad Spanish programming as well. So I'm just trying to cut through and get to the good stuff.
Quality.
Yes. That's why I'm telling you, if you would like a Spanish-driven comedy, The Club de Cuervos on Netflix, it's solid. It is well done, and it's up to the standards of Netflix.
Gracias, Kebby.
Yeah, I would put it up against about anything. I thought it was a very good series. I really liked it. So I just need some more recommendations to try to figure out what to do, because I have a feeling my next endeavors, I'm going to be watching a lot of really bad programming just to try and be like, yeah, it's in Spanish, but oof, it's very low budget.
You can't understand it all, and it's not good.
And
that's just a recipe of awful.
Yeah, you just after a while, you sit there, you're like, maybe I'm getting some out of it, but this is not enjoyable. So I kind of want a little bit of both. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. And brings us up to some of our random questions we got on deck next, including if you could speak 2 other languages fluently, what languages would you want to speak? If you could do kind of like that Matrix thing where you just download it into your brain. Yeah.
Okay.
2 languages. Think about what you want. We'll discuss coming up next.
Check out Kvj TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
I do appreciate some of the suggestions. If you're looking for good Spanish language programming, I had just wrapped up Club de Cuervos on Netflix. It is a comedy based out of Mexico about a football club. And Gabriel said, check out Chavo del Ocho and Chespirito. He said, there you go, a couple. And somebody said, Kev, try out the Nicky Jam documentary on Netflix. Really good quality music and lots of drugs, just like you like it. Perfect. All right. Yeah.
He's a man of contraband.
Yeah.
Cocaine Kevin?
Uh-huh. I love my cocaine shows.
Shows.
Yeah, I think I actually had that on my list ready to go, so maybe I'll jump into that next. And somebody else said try out House of Flowers. So thank you very much for the suggestions. The question first that we have in our random questions here is, if you could speak two other languages fluently, what languages would you want to speak? I would go Spanish, obviously, I'm trying to do. I'd love to be able to speak that fluently. And I think I would probably, for my second choice, one of two options, I would either go with Mandarin or I would go with Arabic. That would be the second choice.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys?
I mean, for me, it's super easy. I would go Japanese.
Okay.
Because that's my favorite culture, food, everything.
Okay.
Japanese and French. I
oui,
love
oui.
everything French. I mean, if you open up a French-Japanese restaurant, I will live there.
Is that a thing?
Yes. I put it all around food. The favorite language is the favorite food as well.
Okay. That makes sense. Bird?
Yeah, I'm going to go Spanish because of, I think that would help out where we live. And I think I'm going to go Italian.
Okay.
Very sexy language.
So you can finally not be a poor Italian.
I mean, people already know I'm the worst Italian on the planet. That would up my cred
It would.
with the Italian community. Plus, I just think it's a sexy language.
It is, yeah. In fact, I don't think it's too. I mean, obviously it's a different language, but I think there's a lot of similarities with Spanish. So I think if you know Spanish, the Italian would be easier, because I watched a show that was about half of it was in Italian. And just from the
It's
Spanish,
very close,
from the
yeah.
Spanish I know, I was like, wait, I know half of these words.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of similarities there.
Imagine me breaking into my thought of the day in Italian.
Well, imagine when COVID's finally over and we're allowed to travel and we go to Italy and you're just talking to the Italian people.
Are we going to Italy?
I am.
I think that'd be cool, right? Just to drop in and just be able to chat with the locals.
It'd be so impressive to
Yeah, it would.
order all this Italian food
Yeah.
in their language.
Sing a little Italian opera for the people. Because I think if you speak Italian, you automatically learn opera.
You should bring your guitar.
If we're going to Italy, let's bark it down.
I'm going to Italy. You can come if you want.
Everything becomes real when Virginia puts it in her calendar.
Yeah, I know. That's how you know it's going to happen.
I had it in my calendar in 2020. I was supposed to go to Italy, and then COVID happened. Mm-hmm. I'd been saving the Sky Miles. I was able to get one free ticket, so my tickets were going to be like BOGO.
I just want real Italian pizza. Just once. That's all I want. And then I can die, Virginia.
Well, hopefully not.
Well, you're right. I want to live.
That's it. That's when you can tap out. Yeah, a lot of people are throwing out the ones that we pretty much said already. And then another interesting one to think, somebody said sign language. I guess that would be a language.
yeah,
That would be
definitely
interesting
put that
to have
in there.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Okay, next random question here. What human quality or ability would you love to add to your skill set right now? Now, we've covered languages, but that would be cool to be able to do, in a sense, what C-3PO could in Star Wars, where you know basically every language on planet Earth, and you'd be able to just, wherever you're dropped, you could communicate with anybody. That would be kind of a cool thing.
I would speaking of Star Wars, I'd either want to have the Force where I can move some stuff with my mind.
Telepathy.
I'd also love to communicate with every animal on the planet, including the ants and the roaches. I want to get their perspective, man.
But is that a human quality? Can anybody else do that right now?
No. I mean, I'm talking you legit can talk to
Yeah.
an animal and they understand you.
Well, for this, you can only have a human quality that somebody else already possesses.
Yeah, he wasn't paying attention when you
Yeah.
explained the game. Once again, not listening. Kevin, I was listening.
You don't listen that well either.
I was listening, and I would like to be an acrobat. I want to do everything.
Yes.
The trapeze, the walking the wire. I want to do all that. Circus acrobat.
Yeah, you were listening.
She got the bit.
I just get excited. I hear these games.
And you've been wanting to talk to your dog for a while.
Yeah.
I think you hear what you want to hear.
You're right. I wanted it so bad, Kevin.
I hear you. I think it would be impressive to be able to do math That's one thing that I look at some people that can break it down and they
Get
can
out.
throw some stuff out. Why wouldn't you want that?
Because it's dumb.
Yeah, because the world doesn't use math. You may hate math, but the
I
world
hate
does
it.
kind of go around on math.
You got to pick a better one than that.
It's kind of weird you calling math dumb. Boy, if math
Yeah.
could talk, the things I could
That's
say
like,
to you.
Yeah, let's talk. What about juggling? That human skill.
It's so basic.
It'd be cool, but
yeah.
I don't think I'd waste my wish on juggling.
Right. You could get juggling without a wish.
Yeah.
You just need to practice.
I kind of wouldn't mind being one of those people that can do all those flips and then land on the skinniest of bars. You know what I mean?
Acrobat.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the ones that go extreme on the building ones. The ones that they're doing it with the skateboards. They're doing it with.
What is it when the people just start running and jumping and flipping?
Isn't that like parkour or something?
Yeah.
It's insane.
I want to do that though.
Yeah.
I want that ability. They're so confident.
Those videos are amazing.
They make my butt feel very weird.
Yeah?
Watching those.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
You clinch.
I clinch a lot.
What about magic? Anybody want the ability to do magic?
Nobody wants that.
No.
Creepy, man.
Creepy,
David
okay.
Copperfield's creepy
Okay.
AF.
I think all magicians are creepy. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, what would you say that you waste your money on most? Jaybird was talking about Snoop Dogg with weed. I would say without a doubt, if you were here, it'd be going, yeah, it's something you really don't have to function, but you're like, okay, I like it. I spend my money on that.
Beer.
Yeah, booze. Is
Alcohol
probably,
in general.
for a lot of people.
I like high-end stuff, so I can easily drop like $200 buying booze, no problem.
Yeah, probably for a lot of us here it would be booze.
You know what I found yesterday? That
that?
Funky Buddha Last Snow. I found it, and it's
yeah?
limited release. It's that coffee porter with the coconut in it, and it's a dark.
Right.
Did you have that last year and you were raving about it?
I try to find it every year, and I found it yesterday at Whole Foods, and I was literally dancing like a moron in the beer aisle.
Exciting, huh?
So happy.
Yeah, that's an
Bring
exciting
some in for
find.
tomorrow.
All right, I was saving it for when my sister's here.
Well, I'll go buy it. I'll bring it in for tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow should be a day of celebration.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
It's
Virginia's back in.
$12. It's $12 a 6-pack, which is really expensive for me.
Well, tomorrow's going to be a fun day.
All right.
Okay, and final random question here. What single item from your past would you like to go back and retrieve to have right now?
The handless Indian doll that I bought twice at garage sales. I would love to go back and get that doll for my little doll area. It was a special doll. I feel like it had spirit in it.
Okay, yeah.
It kept on finding me, Kevin.
Really?
The same doll kept finding me.
You maybe had a spirit in it?
My mom and Ann sold it. I got it at a garage sale. My mom and Ann had a garage sale, sold it. Then I found it at another garage sale years later, cities away.
It's like a movie.
It was like a movie. It was a handless Indian doll.
It just kept getting passed around in yard sales.
And it had I wrote crayon, like some stuff on its leg. It had the crayon on its leg, Virginia.
Wow.
Years after. I want that doll back.
Yeah, okay. Virginia, do you have a random item from your past you'd like to retrieve and have now?
I would love to have my pink bicycle with the big banana seat.
Oh, interesting.
That thing symbolized freedom.
Yeah.
It symbolized, me being able to go and explore areas. I got it when I was like 10 or 11, and that was like when you're crossing that threshold from little kid to not quite a teen and you're allowed to do more stuff. Mm-hmm. I loved my pink bike with the banana seat.
I think I'd go back and get my moped.
Moped's awesome.
I'm kind of into mopeds now. I feel like I think I wanted a moped.
I had a moped at LSU, and we used to have so much fun zipping around on that thing. Mopeds are cool.
I see a lot of people on them now, and it's a Florida kind of thing, and I'm like, man, I want that moped.
There's so many things I'd love to go back and grab. There's so many things I used to bury that I used to bury all my toys.
Friends?
What are you, the family dog?
No, my figures would die in war or battle, and then I would bury them, and they're all in my backyard back in Lake Park. I want them back.
Okay. Going to be really interesting as people are putting together the Thanksgiving Day plans. 50 million Americans are going to be traveling for Thanksgiving, and trying to figure out exactly what you're going to be doing is going to be interesting. I saw USA Today. They have put together a list of restrictions and different places where you might be traveling, because it's confusing to know in my own county what the restrictions are now and where I can go and what I can do and all those kind of things. The things that are nice is I have seen some cities that are saying no more than 10. They are talking about, like, I think it was in New York and New York City. They're like, look, we got other things to do. We're not going to be breaking into your Thanksgiving dinner and counting cars out front. And
It seems very intense.
it does. And so that's kind of nice that that's not going to be happening, because that could be really tough. But there are a couple things that might start changing things. Now, it may be too late for Thanksgiving, but maybe in time for Christmas. So you'd say, okay, well, we're just not there for Thanksgiving, but maybe you can push off those family plans to Christmas, because that rapid at-home test, a little bit more info on that, that's approved by the FDA is going to be coming out. It's an all-in-one test kit. They say it'll cost under $50, and it requires a prescription from a doctor, which seems like an unnecessary added nuisance. But they say that you can get results back in as few as 11 minutes. And I did see that some people were fighting against their office, trying to say that they had to have a negative test before they came back to work. And they tried some things out in court, and court's like, no, they can do that. That's within their right to force that. So this might be the way that if you are going to have a gathering or go someplace, that you're just going to have to say, all right, it's going to cost me $50 to be able to come back with a negative test, unless you're going to one of the free places.
There's quite a few free places, too. I mean, that definitely should be the first. Go to that Combat COVID website. I went to it. I explored it. There are a lot of options for free testing, and they also list all the options for testing that costs, or testing where insurance will cover it.
It'd be nice to have that out and more open and free, because people are just going to be required until, we get past all this pandemic stuff and maybe the vaccine's taken. I don't know. Even that, I don't know what the timetable is going to be on that. I do know that there have been a bunch of mayors in South Florida that are calling on DeSantis to implement a statewide mask mandate. They want that, and they want to restore state testing facilities to full capacity.
Okay, so the one that we experienced that was so easy that they don't have full capacity on anymore would go back up at full capacity.
I guess that's what they're pushing for. So
Okay.
they're like, give us at least more testing. And okay.
There's a definite difference between when we got tested back in August, September, and when your wife went and got tested, because she was there for hours and we were there
just
for
recently.
10 minutes. We were there. It was so functional and easy.
Well, open my eyes. She's in a job where she's required quite frequently to bring in a negative test before she can return to work. And I was like, there's probably a lot of people that are like this, that have to have that if they want to do anything at all. And I was talking to a couple other people who are on the DL doing their Thanksgiving, where they will not be posting any photos. They're doing things that their office will not allow them to do.
Interesting.
And they won't tell anybody, because I'm like, hey, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Like, I really don't want to talk about it. I'm like, well, what are you? Because I thought it was like more shady than what it was. And as I was bringing, I'm like, you can't tell me what you're doing for Thanksgiving. And like,
I'm having 11 people.
I know people that there's a no picture policy. Not only for Thanksgiving, they had some Halloween stuff going on, and people were dressed up, and some people wanted to post pictures, and there was a no picture rule.
I know somebody that did that. They posted up their cute little costume at a Halloween party, and their work saw it and said, "You're not coming back for 2 weeks."
Damn.
Yeah.
Because you're at a party with 100 people.
I get it. I mean, it's you gotta know what the times are. You gotta be self-aware, and you gotta be social media aware.
So I wouldn't be surprised to see, if you go into some Thanksgiving gatherings, if you're really blowing it out, to say, all right, check your phones at the door, because that's all you need is some. It could be even one of the teenage kids
tags you in a picture,
and you're just in the background, and somehow it gets out, and they're like going, yeah, I saw you sitting at this gathering with easily 16 people in this cramped space. You had 3 people sitting on your lap. Yeah, so that might be the reality of what Thanksgiving's going to look like. Having a no photo policy, lying about where you're going to be going. No, we're not doing anything at all. I did see that the vaccines, if you're looking for a timetable on that, Pfizer apparently now has regained the league because they had Moderna that came out with theirs, and now Pfizer said, no, we're actually 95% effective. So I think Moderna today is going to say they're 95.3% effective.
And I don't know if we can believe any of them. They just want to be the best.
Tomorrow, Pfizer will be 96.2% effective.
Then there'll be a new guy that comes out the next day, and he's like, we 97.
Right. Yeah, so the battle is on. There's going to be 2 hospitals in South Florida that's going to have the vaccine. They say it's going to start arriving in mid-December, and they'll have enough of the vaccine for 1 million Floridians.
Wow.
That's what we have for the entire state to start off. There will be another shipment coming in January. It's going to be at Memorial Regional in Hollywood and then Jackson Memorial in Miami.
The thing, too, about the Pfizer one, it's got to be kept super duper cold, and the Moderna one can be kept in the regular fridge.
Right.
So that's a big difference. Like some companies were having to outsource buying like special freezers to keep
course.
the Pfizer one.
There's going to be a massive cost on that, too.
Oh, yeah. The freezers ain't cheap.
And it can only be used in this special needle and syringe.
Oh, and look, we manufacture this needle and syringe, so we're going to need $1 million government contract.
And we've teamed up with Apple. You have to buy these chargers. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, the conspiracies.
Yeah, it's really such a weird time. Just all this dance that you have to do. Just all the odd things that you find yourself doing and I guess, do we look at this as normal life? Does anybody feel like this is anything normal?
It is not normal.
Or have we just accepted the insanity and said, well, the insanity is now normal life?
It just feels like that weird off season in a series that you love. You know, there's always that one season during
Didn't make sense.
Yeah.
They got a little too weird and then they tried to blame it on a dream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what this year feels like.
I do feel like that's what it is. The year of my life where I'm going to wake up and be like, I had the weirdest dream. What happened to society? You couldn't tell people you're going to Thanksgiving and no one was allowed to take a photo.
2020, bruh.
2020, bruh. A few celebrity birthdays today. Kylo Ren, Adam Driver turns 37. Jodie Foster and her lambs.
Oh, so many lambs, Virginia. Oh, Lecter.
She's turning 58 today. Meg Ryan is 59. Calvin Klein is turning 78. Ted Turner, 82 years old today. And Larry King turns 87 years old. Also got a couple of birthday shout-outs for my son, Alex Xavier. Happy 15th birthday from Savannah Scarlett, Alexander, Sam, Lauren, Dad, and dogs Lucy and Millie. Also a birthday shout-out to my daughter Hayden, turning 2. We're on our way to Disney to celebrate. Oh, that's cool.
Sweet
So
thing.
cozy.
Mommy, Daddy, Lily, and the fur babies, Kane, Rizzo, and Meow Meow. Also, we got a birthday wish to Jason from Cape Coral. Thanks for everything that you do. Time to enjoy your favorite tonight for dinner, pizza, and for dessert, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Cheesecake. Ooh.
Can I come over? Room for one more?
Wow. Annabelle, Abby, Nicole, and the puppy Psych.
I wonder what they'd do if I actually showed up. Hey, guys, I heard about this party.
No, bro, COVID.
To drive. My daughter Mia, happy birthday shout out for her 10th. We love you. So proud of the beautiful young lady you're becoming from Mommy, Daddy, Emma, and Lola. Also, happy first birthday to the sweetest little guy ever, Paxton. He listens to KVJ every day with Mom and Dad.
Oh, Paxton.
My beautiful granddaughter, Michaela. Have a fun, exciting 7th from Jermimi. And there you go. So we got some nice little birthdays you want to shout out to. You can send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Google's helped us out here analyzing all the data that they got for the last 9 months from their Google Maps to find the best and worst times of day to go to various places. So if you're trying to plan a trip to the grocery store and you want to avoid people, when should you go? Show up late Monday morning to work because that is the best time to do your grocery shopping. The fewest amount of people in a given week are at the grocery store on Monday mornings.
Really?
Yeah, they say the busiest is early afternoon on Saturdays.
That they're not lying. It's a jungle out there.
Yeah, from like 3 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. I hate it. So I go late or early on the weekend.
Honestly, you know what day I've noticed? It's always kind of light traffic. Tuesday afternoon there's not a lot of people at the grocery store.
Okay, I can see that. And there's actually something to that because they say for restaurants, that's the least busy day is Tuesday afternoons.
I can see it.
They say the busiest is Friday nights. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go out for some food and you want to avoid people, Tuesday afternoon, not Friday night. Coffee shops, the busiest on Saturday mornings and least busy Tuesday afternoons again. So you got to just take Tuesdays off and then just go rule the world.
You know what I think it is? I think, because I've noticed on Monday afternoons, the grocery store gets a little bit jam-packed. Some people start their week off. It's Monday, I'm going to go to the grocery store.
Items.
I'm going to eat healthy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they go on Monday afternoon sometimes.
Tuesday, you're kind of getting into the groove of the week. You're more focused on work and other activities.
Exactly.
Pharmacies, busiest on Friday afternoons, least busy on Monday mornings. So your best time to go out and do anything is Monday morning and Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
That really is it. Parks are busiest on Saturday afternoons, least busy on early weekday mornings. So if you want to still go out in the world and you're trying to hide from people, that's when you want to do your different things.
Interesting list.
Yeah, I thought it might be helpful for somebody.
Yeah.
Jbird, we've been following your ongoing house saga. It's been over a year now. You've been talking about trying to find a house, getting all responsible.
It did get kind of pushed back when COVID kind of happened. The whole plan kind of stopped with that. And then we kind of got back in the swing of the last 3 or 4 months.
Mm-hmm. So
It's been a little choppy.
It's been choppy.
Because people that are like selling their houses, some of them just would call him and say out of the blue, no, we're not doing a showing of the house because of COVID. And so like
Gotcha.
that puts a damper on being able to buy a house when you can't see it.
There was one house I absolutely loved in Lake Park, and the woman was pregnant, and the person that was going for the house, it fell through, and then COVID started happening, and she's like, no, I'm taking it off the market.
Wow.
COVID. I was like, dang, I wanted it.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I guess you've got a big update here to share with us, Jaybird, about the house hunt.
I'm getting it. It appraised. Everything's good. Now I'm just waiting for my closing date.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it appraised for the right amount.
Almost to the dollar, to be quite. Yeah,
Wow.
it worked out perfectly.
So does it mean it's a what are the stages on this? 'Cause I know you've gotten closer. You thought you were close before.
This is the closest I've been. This is pretty much all I'm waiting for now is.
What is considered a done deal? This is my house. I got the keys. All that.
Well, I guess technically
The closing.
Yeah, the closing, because
Okay.
right now, you know, it could be like a movie where the people who own it look around one last time and go, you know what, we love it here, we want to stay.
And then we egg that house.
Yeah, but I would say 99.9%. All I gotta do is sign at the closing, and we're good to go.
And you're using Dennys company, Ideal Lending.
I can't speak enough good things about them.
They really help you if you're dumb like us. I just refinanced with them. Denny's got his house through them. Bird got his house through them. If you don't know what you're doing, they really do speak to you and dumb it down so you're not like, oh my gosh, overwhelmed.
Well, they got everything done really quick, too. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to wait another 2 weeks. I got my answer now.
I could not believe how much they helped me. I shaved 10 years off my mortgage.
So we're going to have a bit of a pool party coming up.
Okay.
And I want all of y'all to be cannonballing.
The house he's getting has a pool. This is the KVJ pool I've always wanted.
I get Virginia's noodles, her pool noodles. She didn't get the pool.
What kind of pool? Not all pools are created alike. Like, how big is your pool?
It's a good sized pool.
It's
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
for a single guy that lives alone.
It's not a tiny pool. I've looked at the satellite pictures of it and compared it to other pools. Like his neighbor's got a pool. Their pool is much smaller than his. His is a good sized pool.
It's decent. It's nothing over the top. It's a standard pool.
Okay. That's
But
cool, though.
For a guy who's not a strong swimmer and just likes to wade around the water,
So
it's
you,
perfect.
You could still definitely drown in it.
Oh, easily drown.
Okay. All right.
Easily drown.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We should get the pool company to come out and just make the whole entire pool a sun shelf. So it's only like 2 feet deep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I know it's insulting. I don't
okay.
really understand fancy pool lingo.
Yeah. You still drown 2 feet of water, man.
Oh, I could drown in a tub. Are you kidding me?
It could happen. Coming up for today's KVJ draft, I just want to get your guys' thoughts on this. I sent out an email to everybody yesterday what you wanted to do. There were a couple of options here. Now, game shows was something we were thinking because everybody had been talking Alex Trebek here lately. And that was one of the options. There were a couple others. The only thing that I'm wondering about game shows, and Virginia's the only one that responded, and she was very enthusiastic about game shows.
I love game shows.
I know.
There was no need to even respond because her enthusiasm, I thought, was going to take over.
The only thing for me, though, because we've got 5 people in this, they're picking 3 things each, so you need 15 solid items. I was looking down, and you've got about 4 or 5 really solid game shows that are there.
And then there's a lot of crap.
And then really the level, I think, of passion and quality drops pretty hard from about 5 to 6, where you're like, okay.
I thought the same thing, but I didn't feel like getting into a peeing war with Virginia about game shows.
Yeah.
There's so many great game shows. What are you talking about?
Okay.
There's so many.
Punt, Kevin, punt.
Wow.
Trust your gut, old friend.
Okay, yeah, that was the only thing I was just curious about. I wanted to maybe get people's take because, yeah, you've got of course, the Jeopardy with the Alex Trebek. And
Wheel, Family Feud.
Price is Right.
But then you start
And then you're like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It's a great show.
Deal or No Deal.
Cash Cab, the Newlywed Game. I mean, Double Dare from back in the day. Wow, you guys have disappointed me before, but this is big.
No, let's do it, Kevin. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, well,
No,
Virginia's...
I don't want to do it now. No, you Ghostbuster pee all over your dreams guy.
Kevin, but this is a Kevin thing. He
Whatever.
brought it up. Kevin doesn't like his own topic.
I'm in charge of quality control, and I was like, are we going to do a stinker of a bit nobody cares about if we do game shows? Or will people be like, no, that's going to be great. Game shows is awesome.
What does the chat room say? Is game show, is it lame or is it a cool draft choice?
Okay. The fallback for today would be romantic comedies. That would be the plan B.
I like a rom-com. I know you like a rom. I'm more chick than you are.
You kind of are.
I love a good rom-com.
Okay. Well, we'll let everybody sound off. I'll even put up a quick Twitter poll. What should be the topic for today's KVJ draft? Should it be game shows or should we go with the romantic comedies, and we'll see just how close it is.
Let me go vote real quick.
Yeah, so Virginia, you got to get on that. Okay. All right, then we'll check in. We got a KVJ draft on one of those 2 coming up in minutes.
Check out KVJ TV on YouTube or just log on to kvjshow.com to watch the show now. Powered by Cleveland Clinic, where every life deserves world-class care. Now, back to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Okay, people have pretty much spoken, even on Twitter. 63% of the people that have already voted said do game shows today for the KVJ draft. So,
Okay.
People
right.
have spoken. We have to listen to the people.
there you go. That's it.
Told you.
I just didn't want to get into it and be like, oh, it's kind of weak. But yeah, we got a solid list. It just, you got about 4 or 5 really big ones. I think getting a good draw is going to be key here today.
I have so much passion for this category. I
I
feel
know.
like Jaybird, I'm going to blow it.
And I could give a rat's ass about it.
You're going to win.
No, not necessarily.
This is what happens. When you get too excited about something, you blow it.
I like your 1950s dress.
Thank
it's very
you.
nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is a dress they might have wore on the original run of Let's Make a Deal.
Is that thing on? You are clanked over there. The queen of the zingers. What happened?
I'm so excited.
You're too close to the
I'm too
subject
close
matter.
to it. I'm too close. But the universe did give me a gift.
What'd you draw, Virginia?
Aces high. Oh, suck it, bird.
My first pick.
Suck it slow.
Okay, I got an 8 of diamonds. Bird, what you got?
I got a 7 of clubs. Or is that a club? Yes.
Dennys.
I got a jack.
Okay.
And Suits, what did he get?
He got a king.
So did I get last again?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, with a
With a
7?
Damn.
That was a good card. I think.
Not for you.
Oh my God. Even my high cards are low
It's not
cards.
a good card today. Not today, Ghostbuster.
It's amazing how he always winds up last.
And it really is amazing.
It really is.
Epically bad.
Yeah, it's a gift. Okay, Virginia, you get to start off with the KVJ draft. You got the overall number 1 pick. This is going to be very key. Then we got Suits, Dennys, myself, then Bird.
I've loved this show forever. I think it's just the best. It's always going to be top for me. The Price is Right.
Ooh.
I love The Price is Right.
Yeah.
I just do.
Staying strong.
I went to go be on it one time, and I got there too late. They had closed the doors.
I mean, I know something about
tough.
not getting into your dream show, Virginia. I can relate.
You got catfish.
I got catfish going to Wheel of Fortune.
I had actual admission tickets to go into The Price is Right. I was so excited, but I didn't read the fine print right. I was supposed to get there at like 6 a.m. I got there at 8 a.m.
Oh, man.
I'm a douche.
Next pick in the KVJ draft today for game shows goes to Suits. Suits, what do you take with the overall number 2 pick?
I'm going to go with a personal favorite. I'm going to take Family Feud.
Damn it, Suits.
Good pick.
Damn it.
All right, we got 2 big dogs off the board. Dennys, you got the next pick.
So I'm going to throw this one out there, and I wonder, does this one count? Because I think it does. I was going to go with Survivor.
You son of a biscuit. I wrote that down.
Because Survivor's technically a game show.
It technically is. I think we
Is
should
it?
allow it.
So that means you would have to allow a Big Brother.
Yeah.
Love and Hip Hop, all those shows.
Love and Hip Hop's not a game, is it? You don't get eliminated.
I believe you do, right?
You do?
And they're trying to get they're trying to find love and get a hip hop deal, I believe.
Oh, really? I never watched it. I thought it was just a reality show.
I never watched it, therefore I'm going to comment on it.
Yeah,
So if you guys will allow it, I'll go with the Survivor.
that's solid.
Okay.
You're the judge, Kevin. Do you allow it?
Yeah, I guess everybody seems to be into it. So if we're going to do that, I'm going to go with Big Brother.
Damn it. Oh, Bird, he took your cut.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
Bird, you got the next pick.
That's my turn?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to double down with a little bit of flavor of love in your face.
Oh, that's a good one.
Flavor Flav.
Oh, that was a great show.
It was. I watched all seasons.
Okay. Then, Bird, you got the next pick as well.
I'm going with something old school. I was raised on this. Only talking about Double Dare.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Oh, it's
Physical challenge.
a good one.
Okay. I have the next pick, and I am going to go with... I'm going to go Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's solid.
Okay.
It's very topical right now, Kevin. You will get some votes.
You might have just won the tournament, Kevin.
I don't know. We'll see. Dennys, you got the next pick here for game shows in the draft.
So I was going to go with Wheel of Fortune, another equally as popular.
Yeah, people
Very
love it.
solid. Okay. Denny's putting together quite a good little team there. Suits, you got the next pick?
I am going to take Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
It's a good
Okay.
one, too.
Suits is putting together a good team there. Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Virginia, you got the next 2 picks in the KVJ draft for game shows.
They just brought it back. I watched it the other night. I don't love Leslie Jones as a host. I think she is very excited, but I love the show Supermarket Sweep.
Oh, I had that on my list.
I am an OG girl. I like the original Supermarket Sweep, but I will take it however I can get it. It is fun to see it back on TV.
Okay. And you've got your final pick, Virginia.
For my final pick, I am going with Cash Cab.
Cash Cab.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love Cash Cab, and they're playing it again. Even old ass episodes they play now on Bravo, and I record all of them and I watch all of them. Rocco's now into it, like
Nice.
it's a thing.
Okay.
Cash Cab, I love Cash Cab.
How do you feel about your team, Virginia?
I feel good. It's very personal. I don't know. I probably blew it.
Okay. All right, Suits, your final pick here in the KVJ draft.
I'm going to take a personal favorite. I love Howie Mandel as the host. Deal or No Deal. I used to watch that all the time.
All right.
Hot Girls. It's a good pick.
Interesting. Dennys, your final pick.
I'm going to go with a personal pick here, too. I think I'm going to go Ninja Warrior.
Oh, it's solid.
Oh, American Ninja
American Ninja Warrior. People
That
love
is
it.
a good show.
It is. I watch it whenever it's on.
Okay. All right. My final pick, I would say it was a childhood favorite of mine. I loved Press Your Luck.
Oh, no whammies.
No whammies, baby.
500 and stop.
That's right. I love Pressure Luck.
The whammy, take all your money.
I love that. The whammy come around, he would dance, he'd be in hula skirts.
The whammy was awesome.
Yeah. Okay, Bird, you got the final pick of the draft.
Only talking about win, lose, or draw. Okay.
That was a great game show.
Do it, Bird.
I would
Okay.
watch that every day after school.
Win, lose, or draw. Okay. All right, let's see here. We got some game shows that were left off. Nobody picked Let's Make a Deal.
Nobody picked Amazing Race.
Oh, yeah.
I love that one too.
The $10,000 or $100,000 pyramid.
Oh, I love the pyramid.
Nobody went for that. Name That Tune, which actually I saw they're bringing that back.
Huh.
Name That Tune, oddly enough, is going to be coming back to TV. They are going to be doing it on Fox with Jane Krakowski hosting and Randy Jackson from American Idol as the band leader.
I heard it was between Name That Tune and Name That Nut, and they decided to go with Name
Did
That
they?
Tune.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
close, though.
Don't you worry, nuts time will come.
KVJ owns the rights to Name That Nut.
Yeah.
All right.
We're holding out for a bigger deal.
Did anybody like the Hollywood Squares?
Yes, that's on my list.
No, it was so
Yeah.
corny and pre-written, and they always
was-
had their one-liners ready to go. It was
Yeah.
so staged and cringy. Hated it, Kevin.
I love
Okay.
that.
But I love to hate watch it, if that makes sense.
Anybody like Win Ben Stein's Money?
Yes, I
That
love
killed
that show.
Yeah.
How they used to put you in the little isolation booth at
Yep.
the end. And that was so good.
Yep.
I love that show.
Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Almost did
It's
it.
fun.
Yeah. You got the Newlywed
The
Game.
Newlywed Game is awesome.
The Weakest Link.
Goodbye.
That was big for a while.
Yeah.
She was great at being evil. Mm-hmm. Almost as good as Virginia.
Well, not
Almost.
quite.
Almost.
And then remember when MTV had a game show called Remote Control?
And
Yep.
singled out.
I almost did singled out.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's too old of a reference.
I
Okay.
wonder if we went back and watched Remote Control and Singled Out, would they hold up?
Hell no.
Singled out does not hold
No
up.
way.
You watched it.
Yeah, they
it
did
was-
not hold up.
It does not hold up.
Okay. Anything else we left off here? Virginia, here's her team. The Price is Right. Supermarket Sweep and Cash Cab. That is her draft picks for the game show category. Suits has got Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Deal or No Deal. Dennys has got Survivor, Wheel of Fortune, and American Ninja Warrior. I got Big Brother, Jeopardy, and Pressure Luck. And Jaybird's got Flavor of Love, Double Dare, and Win, Lose, or Draw.
Secure that last place spot, yo.
Okay. Okay, are you ready to laugh? Denny's been on fire last couple of weeks.
Last week he was hot.
Maybe the best round ever.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they really have. It was very solid. Okay, so here we go with another round of producer Denny's joke jury. He tells the joke. We grade it. That's basically how it goes here in the jury. All right, Denny's, what you got for us today?
Well, just to let you guys know, too, there's a little bit of a theme with this one as well, because
Oh.
Okay.
1 week, is going to be Thanksgiving. So.
Oh, yeah, it
These
is.
are some turkey jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, I need it.
Okay.
So for joke number 1, how do magicians make pork disappear?
I don't know. How do they make pork disappear?
They use sleight of ham.
Oh, sleight of ham.
Light of ham.
Now you like magic.
I love a ham joke.
Let's see. Second joke for you guys. Who hosts Thanksgiving at the Alamo?
I don't know. Who does?
Gravy Crockett.
Gravy Crockett. Yes. Okay.
Third joke. Why was the turkey thrown out of the basketball game?
I don't know. Why was it thrown out of the basketball game?
It was a technical foul.
Oh, bird humor.
Smart
Gobble,
comedy.
gobble, gobble, gobble.
Okay.
Fourth joke. What do you call a turkey that looks identical to another turkey?
I don't know. What do you call it?
A gobbleganger?
Gobbleganger.
That's great.
I can't tell them apart.
My side hurts.
It's a gobbleganger.
My side hurts.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And final one. Why was the butter doing so well?
I don't know. Why was the butter doing so well?
Because it was on a roll.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Bam.
Hey,
For the
Thanksgiving.
kids, I love it.
You just
yeah.
want to print those up, take those with you to the dinner table on Thanksgiving. You'll
Yes.
be crushing it.
We should print those up.
Yeah.
I'll
and then
use them.
Your whole family can laugh their COVID all over your face.
Well, these jive turkeys love it.
Yeah.
Home run, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, that is real solid. Real solid. Tomorrow is going to be our first free trip Friday, 4-day, 3-night stay at the 5-star Sandals Negril Beach Resort and Spa in Jamaica. To win, you just go on to our mobile app at 97.9 WRMF. Plug in 4 hours of listening today, tomorrow, whatever, to get qualified. You can also listen to the online streaming player to do it. Put in your 4 hours, and you could be winning that trip for Free Trip Friday tomorrow. This is an interesting thread on Reddit talking about things that just get a lot of hate. And for some of us, we're like, I don't understand why. Well, why does it get so much hate? Some of these things that people are just, set on.
Well, we were talking about people who celebrate Christmas too early gets so much hate from people to the point where, why do you care that much?
Well, let people do what they want to do. Yeah, it might not be for you to set up Christmas in October, but if it gives somebody peace and joy, just step off.
But I know someone in my personal life, they put out the angriest social media rant about how we shouldn't be celebrating Christmas.
I don't know why that bothers you.
Why are you that mad about it?
Why do you care if somebody's got their lights on or a tree up?
I don't get it.
I mean, if you're at a job maybe and they just blast Christmas music all day and that personally affects you and that kind of annoys you, maybe that I get.
Okay, I'll give you that.
But everything else, who cares?
It wasn't anything like that. They walked into Target and there was Christmas ornaments out and they just couldn't believe it, Virginia.
I mean, of all the things to be upset about in this world, you look at things like, okay, well, they do it differently than I do. Who cares?
I don't get it, but, I also don't give a crap.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not bumping no Christmas music right now. I got all my turkey decorations out. My house is adorned in the colors of fall. Mm-hmm. But if somebody wants to put Christmas up, good for you.
Yeah, go for it. Some of the other things they talked about on this Reddit thread, which I thought were interesting. Why does this get so much hate? Wearing a mask or other face coverings. And I'm really trying to understand all this. And yeah, people get very passionate about it. The only thing that I can gather is that people think it somehow infringes on their civil liberties to make their own choices, and they don't like the government telling you what to do. And it's one of the biggest debates that's going on.
I think you nailed it, Kevin.
Yeah.
We've got these mayors in South Florida that are trying to fight the governor on it. And
well, the mayors and the governor and the president and this guy, everybody's got different opinions.
Yeah.
And so depending on who you believe in politically, which party you subscribe to, that's telling you how you're going to feel about it. And if you're following one of those guys and one of those guys hates masks, then you hate masks.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, that's where I just don't understand. I'm like, okay, what? Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't. Yeah, I don't think.
It's
I don't
politically
think
motivated.
Yeah, I don't think the masks are really changing the world. I don't know that it does that much. I mean, I was even just looking. The Wall Street Journal, they had an article today that was arguing about masks. It's really doing a lot of stuff. And the person they cited in their article is an aerosol expert at Virginia Tech who said, even if you're not achieving that 95% reduction, something's better than nothing. And that was their argument. I'm like, and that's the way I feel. Okay,
Me too.
Maybe a little something's better than nothing. And there's even a Danish study that's out today saying face masks basically give no real clear protection. And it might not. But you know what? It makes people feel better. I'm okay with it right now. I don't think it's that massive deal. That's why I'm just wondering why people get so upset. And I'm kind of on your team. I don't think they do a lot to curb the spread of coronavirus.
The Danish need to stick to pastry. Can I get an amen?
They do have good pastry.
Gosh, I love it. Oh.
Now, if they can make a mask out of pastry, now you got everybody.
You've challenged me.
It wouldn't last long because everybody would eat it. Where's your mask? I just ate it.
Well, you got to buy a 12-pack.
That's an assignment I want to take on. I want to try to make a pastry mask, a Danish mask.
You could make a mask out of a pie crust
easily
and form it into a mask. But yeah, like Kevin said, good luck not eating it.
I could totally make one out of an Entenmann's apple hand pie easily.
Yeah, not going to be effective at all.
No,
it'll be delicious.
It'll anger the people when I post the picture.
Yeah,
you're not taking it seriously, you jerk off.
You can't wear that out to Walmart, Bird. You're so dumb.
But yeah. It does. It gets so much hate. I'm one of those people, I don't really necessarily understand why, but wearing a mask or other face covering. Some of the other ones they got on their list, Nickelback. We said that. You know, I mean, they were overplayed in the early. It's almost 20 years that they were overplayed on the radio. Can we let it go now?
Yeah, just any band there's got a little bit of this going on. They tend to get hate.
They do. But Nickelback had some decent songs. When you pull back from it, I don't care. Sorry, not sorry. They had a few good songs.
Now it's kind of hack to make fun of Nickelback. Like, we get it. Everyone knows.
It's overplayed. Why does he get so much hate? Pineapple on pizza.
I'm so over this debate.
People always try to drag the bird into it because he is the local voice of pizza.
I am a person who's against bully ingredients. I don't find the pineapple to be one of the more bully ingredients on a pizza. You take it off, and it doesn't really do that much. Now, green peppers, don't get me started. Raw onions, don't get me started. Those are BIs, bully ingredients.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Vegans. Why do vegans get so much hate? Somebody was on Reddit going, why do we get so much hate?
Vocal vegans get hate when they're judgmental. There's this one cat that still calls me a murderer on Twitter, a cow murderer, because I talk about grilled cheese. It's those are the vegans we hate.
Well, that's the unfortunate part. There are a lot of groups where it is that militant vocal fringe of the group that ruins it for everybody.
Yes.
They're so loud.
You could be peaceful and cool and just be like, hey, I prefer doing this. I like doing it. Do your own thing, but people are going to hate you because of the militant version of your belief.
Approach is big for all of this stuff. How's your approach? If you're going to be jerky, I'm going to eat more cheese now.
On Reddit, somebody for the "Why Does This Get So Much Hate" thread said the latest Star Wars movies. They were decent movies, even episode 8 and 9.
That person is on hardcore drugs.
They've hit a nerve with the bird.
Oh, they're on smack.
Yeah.
Or crank or whatever the hardest street drug there is.
One for Bird and one for you, Virginia. Why does math get so much hate?
Because math sucks.
Math does suck.
They said we
Kevin.
literally need it to keep the world running. Why do people hate on math?
Basic math, okay, I'll give you. I got to be able to balance the checkbook because mama does get overdrawn. But, I mean, like when you start working in numbers and letters and X stands for something, you lost me.
One of the most scathing emails I've ever gotten on this show has been because I was making a math crack and they did not like my commentary on math. And they were insulting me like a mathlete would.
Okay, anything else to add to the Reddit thread? 877-979-WRMF. This reason to dump somebody, it is a question of a makeup or breakup here. It says he showed his sister my topless photo. The email we got said, I've been dating this guy for about 4 months. Now, he's a lot of fun, and it doesn't hurt that he's really hot and amazing in bed. Well, there you go. Our sex life is great, and we often send nude photos to each other. I was at his apartment this last Saturday, and his sister and I were having some wine, and my boyfriend went to go get us some food. When he left, his sister asked me if my boobs were real. She said she couldn't even tell from the photo my boyfriend showed her. And I said, he showed you a photo of me topless? And his sister said, yeah, you have amazing boobs. Are they even real? I told her they were, which is true, but I was definitely pissed that my boyfriend would show her a photo that was meant only for him. Do you really have to tell somebody that?
Yes, you do, actually.
Really?
I think this is an offense, but it's not something to break up over. He showed his sister. I mean, it's not like he's out in the locker room showing the whole team.
Well, do we know that? I mean, if he's showing his sister, who else is he showing?
You have to have a conversation with him, yes. And you have to explain to him, hey, when I send you a picture, I know you probably thought it's not a big deal. It's just your sister.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be upset, but I am. You can't show these to anybody. That breaks the trust. It's not cool. I don't feel good about it. I felt very awkward when your sister brought it up.
Anytime there's a private anything conversation with anybody, you think you're only talking to one person, it's not a cool thing to show whatever you're getting to other people.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the situation is.
If you send people pictures of you naked, down the line, they may show people. And if you don't want them to show people pictures of your tatas, don't send pictures of your tatas. Because when you break up, guess what? He's going to show people.
Not all the time. Not all the time. But with that said, though, people do get a trust thing going on there. We're living in different times, too, Mama. It ain't the 80s. People do send nude pictures to each other if they're in a relationship, if they want to keep it hot.
And people show them to other people because I know people that are in the dating game that get nude nude pics, and they've showed them to me.
Yeah, and they shouldn't.
They shouldn't do that. But guess what? People are human, and they do that. And so if you don't want everybody seeing your Tata pics, don't send them to dudes.
Well, I mean, that's the surefire way of never to get your pictures out there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Mama, it's 2020.
Well,
Pictures are flying.
At least have a ring on your finger before you bring out the areola in a picture.
Okay, Virginia's advice.
Easier said than done, Mama. You get a couple wines in you.
I know you love bringing out the areola.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the pictures.
The whole
You know
areola.
how it goes. People get some wines in them.
I know
They're feeling
exactly
all
how it
frisky.
goes at your house.
Get out of here.
I've seen
I'm
the
speaking
picture.
for just humanity.
I'm speaking for you. You little sex kid.
So if he only showed the sister, not a problem. There is a problem, though, if he showed his dude friends, was like, yeah.
There's a problem with there's a problem showing it to the sister. If you're showing off people, the naughty parts of your lover to anybody, and they're not, they don't know that, it ain't cool.
I mean, enough to break up.
I don't think this is a breakupable offense. You've said already that he's a great guy. You enjoy him. You enjoy your romantic time.
Well, he's hot and amazing in bed. I don't know if he's a great guy, but
well, that makes him a great guy, Kevin.
yeah.
She's obviously having fun.
Yeah.
Don't let this stand in the way of that, although you do have to have a sit down with him.
You're on thin ice, though, and if we find out you're showing pictures or text to anybody else, now we're
Okay, so this guy just survives.
He just
this
survives.
offense. Okay.
And she needs to not send nude pictures anymore.
Well,
let this be a little lesson to you.
Well, then, if that's the case, then you can't trust your mate, and then you shouldn't be with that person anyway.
She hasn't been with him long enough.
Well, then she shouldn't be with him. Then, if you can't trust your mate not to show off naughty pictures, you should not be with that person.
A lot of people show off naughty pictures.
Well, especially if you vocalize, "I don't want people to see my naughty bits,"
including your sister.
Yeah, man. Anybody.
Okay. What about this for a makeup or breakup? He keeps calling me by his ex's name. Says, I met this guy online. We've been dating for a few months now, and it was on our second date that we were in his car after an amazing dinner. I had a few glasses of wine. I was feeling fine, and he was playing some music from his phone. When a song came on that I wasn't really feeling, I grabbed his phone to see what else he had, and I noticed a playlist called Mila's Music, or Mila, maybe it'd be Mila's Music. When I asked him who Mila was, he blushed and sheepishly told me that it was his ex and that he hadn't gotten around to deleting the playlist yet. Well, I asked when they broke up, and he said early in the summer. Well, a few weeks later, he surprises me with a coffee from Starbucks. I have a complicated order, and he nailed it, but on the side of my cup was written the name Mila. Now, my name is Ella, so maybe he just got confused, so I let this one go. But the second strike happened when we were in the bedroom, and he called me Mila. I said, wait, sorry. I said, wait, that was the girl that you used to have sex with? He apologized profusely and said it just slipped. And now, for the third strike last night, he left his phone on the table while he went to the bathroom. He got a call, and I could see the name Mila on his phone.
Uh-oh.
When he got back from the bathroom, I called him on it. And he said that he hasn't talked to Mila since they broke up and assured me that he wouldn't respond. Am I completely blind here, or is this all forgivable?
That's a lot of Mila you're talking about.
It's a lot of Mila. I think it's time to put a GPS tracker on his car. They make the magnetic ones that you can just boop right under the car. He'll never know it's there. Just to make sure he's not catting around with Mila, this hooker.
If you say her name 3 times, she will appear. I don't like it. You know why? It's too messy for me. There's a
lot of mess here.
Mila here, Mila there. There's a playlist. Now you're talking about her name in bed.
She's been coming up a lot.
Walls Pennington has heard enough. I'm out.
Is it a good enough excuse? Her name was Mila. This girl's name is Ella.
No.
Does that even feel
No.
close?
I mean, by
Mila,
itself, if it was the only Mila appearance, I think you have to forgive it. But when you combo it with everything else Mila, it's too much Mila.
Oh my gosh, if I'm in bed and all of a sudden I'm hearing, oh yeah, Jake. I love it, Jake. I'm like, what? Jake?
I don't know if this guy's being honest with her, but it's now time to protect your heart and investigate.
You know what? I think we both agree.
Starting to back out.
Dump the pig.
He's gone?
He's gone.
No,
Completely?
it's time to get in the bushes.
No.
It's time to get a GPS tracker. Do a little investigating.
If you're jumping in the bushes, you need to be single.
Okay. I think I would at least start backing away from this a little bit.
Oh, he's definitely at minimum.
At
He is
minimum.
thinking about Mila when he's with you.
You don't have any facts.
None of us do, Virginia.
All right, and one more here, makeup or breakup. He blew off my 40th birthday. The guy I've been dating for over 3 years either forgot or ignored my 40th birthday completely.
But we're in a pandemic. I can see where guys would accidentally do this.
Well, I tend to think he forgot because he forgot last year, too. What's the excuse last year?
Pre-pandemic, Kevin. Pre-pandemic.
I know pandemic was coming.
Pandemic light.
Then he tried to make up for it and got me a little gift, a little chocolate after I reminded him.
Chocolate? Mm-hmm. That's it?
This year he forgot again, and I felt so sad about it. This is especially hard for me because it's a big birthday, and the fact that his birthday is 2 weeks before mine, and I got him a nice, thoughtful gift. I didn't expect a big gift, but I really wanted to remember and show that he cares. Even a few kind words or wishes would have been better than nothing. So today I texted him that a friend of mine sent me a bottle of champagne to celebrate. He didn't respond. Didn't take the bait, so I texted him again and told him that she sent it as a late gift for my birthday. He ignored this hint. He just replied with a smiley face. Now we live together at my place, actually. Should I just let it go, or is this a deal breaker?
He's annoying. The fact that he knows it's important to you, he's not even making an effort. I get it.
He just did his birthday.
Yeah, I get it. He sucks at birthdays and he doesn't like doing them, but you got to make an adjustment. You got to put an effort in. Yeah, I think me and Virginia agree. Dump the pig.
Yeah, this guy, he's tone deaf. And it's early enough in the relationship. You've only been with him a couple years. Like, this is not the guy who's going to dote on you and care about you and treat you like the princess you are.
Yeah, you should only be with somebody that makes you feel important. They need to work at it. And if they stop working at it, be like, hey, what's the deal? This isn't cool.
Bye. I deserve better because I value my time. If you get to be with me, you got to work.
Yeah, we're breaking up with all of them, Kev. Yeah. All of them. You know what? All of them are deal breakers.
All of them, yeah.
We're breaking up and we're also going gay.
Okay. Any other thoughts on this? 877-979-WRMF. You can call, text, hit us up here on the KVJ show. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, what would you say are the most quotable movies of all time? There's actually a list, the best quotable movies. They just got a lot of great one-liners and quotes in them. I know Virginia and her girlfriends always love to get together and quote movies.
Show me the money.
You don't do that, Virginia?
No.
Never once? You don't have wine and quote movies back and forth?
No.
She's the worst at movies. But yet she dominates the no-name movie game, but she's terrible at movie stuff.
This is going to be Jaybird's bit.
Okay.
I'll watch.
Well, I'll let you know what came out on top here, most quotable movies. But the fun part about this is coming up, we are going to also play a game for you, Virginia, and you might get a chance to shock Jaybird.
Oh, I love shocking him.
Yeah, you're back in now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Movie quotes out, shocking Jaybird back in. It's coming up.
More KVJ show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Most quotable movies of all time. I think that predominantly this seems to be a guy thing, at least from what I know, because you could go to a bar and two guys I've seen before, and I've even been a part of it, where they would just start going and one line after another from a movie. I mean, is that ever something that you've ever done with your girlfriends, Virginia?
No. I mean, maybe like one or two lines with probably more guys than girls on that one.
Not even your favorite girl movies, a Clueless or
maybe
a Legally Blonde?
Maybe a little Bend and Snap.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go deep.
I mean, 75% of me and my brother's relationship is movie quotes. That's half of what we talk about.
It's very dude.
Well, I was looking at the list of what they have on Ranker for the most quotable movies of all time, and for the most part, a lot of these I think would be more dude kind of movies, because I was looking for what would you say when it comes to chick flicks? Would it be like Clueless, Legally Blonde, maybe some of the most quotable?
Bridesmaids.
Yeah, Bridesmaids, sure.
Steel Magnolias.
Nobody's going around quoting that.
Titanic's got quotable lines. That's kind of a lot of chicks love.
It's got the King of the World. A lot of people do that, but that's about it. And that is down at number 47 on the list for most quotable movies. So you got to go down pretty far to get some of those. Yeah, a lot of these.
Mean Girls. That's a quotable movie for chicks.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
Yes.
But Mean Girls is all the way down at 64.
Interesting.
Never Been Kissed. It's got a few.
Okay. Didn't even see that one on the list.
Yeah, it's not. We're reaching.
Yeah. It's a lot of dude movies here. The number one most quotable movie of all time, they say, is Forrest Gump. And that might be the one that plays for both. The life is like a box of chocolates.
Run,
Jenny,
run,
Forrest, run. You got at least 3 there.
Lieutenant Dan. Bubba Shrimp.
Well, Virginia will go through the shrimp thing. You'll do that every now and then, Virginia. If you ever quote a movie, it's Forrest Gump.
Yes, and I would do the shrimp stuff.
And it's the longest quote you could possibly. It's very drawn out.
It is. Takes forever. Yeah. So I can see why that might be number 1. Star Wars is number 2.
It earned. It's
Luke,
right.
The Princess Bride is number 3. And that might be more of a neutral. Maybe that's why some of these are the biggest.
Jerry Maguire is considered a rom-com. They got some quotable stuff in that one.
It is. Jerry Maguire is one that you could do there. But
Sleepless in Seattle, another one.
Yeah, but I don't see those doing well on this list. Neither one of those are up there very far. You've got Christmas Story, Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And I think those are the reasons why those are the tops. The Breakfast Club. I don't even know what a quotable line is from that.
There's a bunch.
Is there?
2 months, Bender. 2 months.
Yeah.
There's I've seen that movie so many times though.
Back to the Future is up there in the top 10.
1.21 gigawatts. I don't know how they found me, but they found me. Who? The Libyans. Run for it, Marty.
Ghostbusters, is up there.
He slimed me.
You're wearing a Ghostbusters PJ set.
I love it. So comfortable.
And then Napoleon Dynamite is at number 10 on their list of the most quotable movies of all time.
It's so weird. I saw that movie in the theater and hated it.
Yeah.
And then I started smoking weed and I ended up liking it. It's
weird
how that works.
I might do it. Some of the other ones I had up there, Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay.
It has a bunch in that one, actually.
Yeah, that's a solid one. That's number 13. Older dudes love the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Very quotable movie.
Older dudes also love to quote Caddyshack.
They do.
Caddyshack is in at number 36 on their list.
Is Tombstone on there at all?
No, I haven't seen Tombstone.
That's such a quotable movie.
You always pushing Tombstone, not the pizza, the movie.
I think a lot of people need to watch. It's the greatest Western movie of all time. In my opinion.
Damn.
You might be into this one, Virginia. They got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation at 18.
I am, because I love Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie's the star.
He's the star.
He's my favorite in the first one, and he's my favorite one in the Christmas one.
I love Clark, too. The combo of Clark and Cousin Eddie together just brings joy.
Yeah, that's a solid choice.
The original Vacation's got some good quotes, for sure.
He's right.
Mm-hmm. Some of the other selections that we've got here for the most quotable movies, not surprised to see The Godfather at 19. You have got Dumb and Dumber in here.
Panda loves Dumb and Dumber quotes.
He does.
I wanted to love that movie so much, and it's not one of my favorites.
He loves it.
Do you love that movie?
I put up with it.
You put up with it.
Wasn't there a Dumber and Dumberer?
There was a couple of them. There was Dumb and Dumberer, and there was a Dumb and Dumb 2.
I think I had to go to the theater for one of those.
I think you went to go see part 2 with Jim Carrey.
Okay, that's what I did.
Most quotable movies, Ranker puts Anchorman at 28.
Oh, Anchorman's so good.
A lot of quotes.
Anchorman and Step Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're so good.
Step Brothers is at 41. They've got Airplane at 31. It's an older movie, but that's a very quotable movie as well.
You're right.
That's pretty much all that movie is just one line.
That's your dad's Airplane is your dad's quotes.
My dad loves that. Scarface, Say Hello to My Little Friend. Young Frankenstein, that's another dad favorite. Number 35. And A Few Good Men is up there for the most quotable movies.
Did you order the Code Red?
No.
Oh, man, no.
I don't know.
You're right, I did.
You got to go do both parts.
Okay, no, it's falling off.
I can't do it with you.
Yeah, why am I doing quotes with you?
I don't know.
Well, good time to improv, Bird.
A League of Their Own, There's No Crying in Baseball, made it at number 44. And there were two movies that I looked through their top 100 that they had on Ranker that were not in there. Taken, which I got a specific set of skills. I thought that was a big quote, but it didn't do enough to get into the top 100. And Old School.
To Grant's point in the chat room, Coming to America is getting a ton of quotes.
You're right, and
Coming
that's not
to
in the top
America.
100 either.
Oh, that's so good.
And it should.
I thought it was a trash can.
Donation. I thought it was trash. That was good. Oh, that's a great one. Okay, Bird is strapped with the shot collar. All ready to go here. Virginia has the ultimate control.
Oh, I got a real itchy trigger finger.
And the name, the movie quote game here. We were talking about the most quotable movies of all time. Few were left off the list. Yeah, somebody had mentioned Coming to America did not make Ranker's list of the top 100. I don't know why.
Crime.
There was a movie I watched in college, and we watched it like every weekend. It was called House Party. Had Kid and Play in it.
It was on every Friday on HBO.
We quoted that for 4 years of my college life. That was
I
a
used
great
to always
movie.
do that dance that you used to do with a friend where you tap your heels.
Yeah.
The Kid and Play.
I did that
Ain't gonna
so
hurt nobody.
much.
They had run part 2. They had a bunch of them, but 1 and 2 did run on HBO a lot.
Yeah.
Like you, I watched it all the time.
Had some solid ones. Okay, Virginia, we are going to play a movie quote here. You got to tell us the movie that it is from, and if you get it right, you get to shock Jaybird.
Oh, this is awesome.
There's
Yeah,
a reward for you.
Doesn't really work out great for me, but all right.
Maybe she owes you a grilled cheese for everyone she misses.
We do have a Friday. Tomorrow should be a big Friday.
Yeah.
Friday is a big day.
It's before holiday.
We're taking a little break next week, so yeah, we should blow it out.
Yeah, she owes you a food item for
Okay.
tomorrow. She owes you a food item for everyone she misses.
You've been looking for a grilled cheese party.
I ain't
I know you
real cheese party.
I know you had one last night, though.
I
Is
did.
it too much? You won't poop till Christmas.
I had a late grilled cheese party.
Oh, you did, huh?
I did.
We need to
That's
get
good.
you some Mylanta.
Like a 10 p.m. grilled cheese
Oh,
party.
yeah, you went for it, huh?
Are things moving?
Take it. There will be in a second when you shock me.
I'm gonna
Come right
shock
out of
the
'em.
S right out of you.
Okay, here is your first movie quote, Virginia.
Houston, we have a problem.
What is that movie?
Okay, that's Tom Hanks.
Oh, man.
Okay.
And it's a space movie.
But what's the
and
name of it?
The movie is Apollo 18. I don't know. Oh, damn it.
Yes. Okay. First item for me, definitely grilled cheese party.
Okay.
I
that's
look,
first one.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Great
What's the name
addendum.
of the movie?
Apollo 13.
13.
Yes, I
It's
Damn
kind of
it.
a piece of history, too.
Oh yeah.
Kevin, you know how I feel about space. You set me up.
Okay, I'm feeling good about
Space
this.
is dumb.
Space is dumb.
All right, grilled cheese for
Except the fact that Baby Yoda's in space. That's kind of cute.
if you don't mind, I would like tomato with the grilled cheese, please.
Tomato on it. All right, let me write this down.
Okay, that's the first item.
I feel like a waitress.
Yeah, you might have a feast by the time this is over.
She's terrible at quotes.
Yeah, she is. Okay, here you go. Here's your next movie quote, Virginia. What is this movie?
I feel the need for speed. Ow!
Okay.
Please don't.
I feel the need for speed. What is that movie, Virginia?
If you don't get this, I'm in good shape.
Is that without confidence? Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Wow.
I love it.
Jaybird, what's your next order?
I would love if you could please bring in some calzones tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
big. We're stick with that cheese theme, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Yeah, calzones.
What's the movie?
Top Gun.
How do you not know that? I'm not. This is gonna be an expensive bit for you.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, Jaybird's loving this now.
I'm loving this.
Yeah, she missed two. Hey, she doesn't get those two. I kind of start off like, oh, we're going to have at least a shock in here.
Those were easy.
Yeah, if we don't have a shock out of those
Wait,
two.
they're getting harder?
I mean, those are very easy.
No, I don't know. I think I thought they were all really easy.
Uh-oh.
I thought we were just going to sit here and just shock the crap out of Bird.
Calzone party.
Apparently not.
Calzone party. Yeah.
Calzone? Those are so expensive and big.
Well, you need to start
big.
watching more movies.
Yeah. Okay, here you go. This is your next movie quote, Virginia. What's the movie?
They're here.
I'm getting shocked.
You're getting shocked.
I'm getting shocked. I'm getting shocked.
What's that one, Virginia?
That's Poltergeist.
That is correct.
You ready for that shock?
No, but do it.
It's here in 3, 2, 1, shock.
Oh, okay. Oh, good Lord. Oh, I gotta move this down off of my bone.
Put it on your balls. You won't do it.
I can't. All right. Damn it.
Okay. You got 2 more here.
Okay.
We'll see if Virginia going to shock Bird or is she going to be making more food.
I mean, already it's half a buffet.
You can
It
go
is.
up and shock if you want.
All right. You want to
Okay.
ride that pony?
Right, let's ride. It's November, dog.
Since we're here.
All right, here we go. Next to last one for you, Virginia. Field of Dreams is... Oh, dang it. I gave
You
away
can't say the name of it.
We got
Sorry.
shocked Kevin.
Yeah, shocked me. Sorry, I was looking up like, what does that say?
Like, Kevin, no.
No,
Okay.
Kevin, no.
Luckily, Denny's gave me an extra here.
Okay.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
You're going to need a bigger boat. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Damn it, Denny.
What famous movie is that quote from, Virginia?
He knows I know.
Yeah, you know that one.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
That's Jaws.
That is Jaws, yes. Okay, give it to the bird.
You ready to dance, cutie?
I'm ready to dance.
In 3, 2, 1, get it, girl.
Oh, okay. Wow, what did you jump it up to?
20 notches up.
Okay, I think we're tied. 2 items and 2 shots,
Yeah,
right?
he's getting grilled cheese with tomato and calzones. That's
Okay.
manageable.
All right, and now here's your tiebreaker.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We'll see who's better or worse. Final movie. What is this from, Virginia?
You talking to me? You talking to me? You talking to me?
I feel very confident.
You talking to me?
Chat room, let me know what's my 3rd food item I
You
should
talking
get
to me?
tomorrow. Let me know.
Virginia, you talking to me?
You talking to me?
What is that movie, Virginia?
Is that movie Taxi?
Yes.
Driver.
Oh, come on! You led the witness. You led the witness.
Get ready to dance,
You
Smokey.
led the witness.
The shock is coming in 3,
No, that's
2,
a bunch of crap.
1.
Okay. You let her. Oh, boys, I hope you saw
that was her final answer.
You helped the witch.
I just
I didn't
wanted
give her the
it
word
to be
driver.
a dramatic pause.
That is
So dramatic.
It was Kevin and Virginia before KVJ.
Oh, shut up,
It's-
calzone.
It's apparent.
You got a full meal tomorrow.
You just robbed me of some hand pies, Ralston.
Because you don't have enough carbs
Yeah.
with the grilled cheese
Right.
and the
I feel
calzone.
like I did you a favor.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby.
It's the whacked out news.
People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh. So many people on meth. Ow!
There's just continual crazy stuff going on here with the coronavirus. You never know what you're going to get. With the cases spiking, talks of lockdowns, more virtual school possibly. And in Seattle, they pretty much were ground zero for the U.S. First place you saw cases popping up.
You're right.
They got a different temperament about everything anyway. And there was a tweet that went viral. Apparently, a 7th grade class at a school in Seattle got canceled because they found out that the teacher went to live in the forest and didn't have adequate internet to host the virtual school.
The teacher went to the woods?
Went to the woods and was just living in a tent and had enough of society, enough of coronavirus, just went to the woods and
Aww.
realized he couldn't teach because they don't have very good Wi-Fi, apparently.
Look, I kind of get it.
Oh, I will end up in the woods at some point.
We're not judging this teacher.
No, I get it. I get the whole wood thing.
You've been saying it for years. This teacher actually did your plan.
I've been saying I'm going to the woods for a long time.
Okay, so no judgment there. there. All right.
No.
Is there going to be judgment here? There was a guy in Australia that got arrested after he got naked in a cemetery and did some unspeakable things with an electric toothbrush.
Not any of the bodies, just the toothbrush.
Just the toothbrush in his own body.
It's still so weird and...
What a low-budget vibrator.
Oh, my gosh. He's on a
And he's in a cemetery.
He's on a boatload of drugs, right?
No, just looking for a good time.
You do have to lock him up. He needs time to think about what he's done.
All right. Any judgment on this? There was a guy in Connecticut got arrested for getting half naked and humping a tree in a stranger's backyard. Oh, and he was also eating the branches.
He needs some time in the clink. He's got to think about what he's done.
But let's do a psychiatric evaluation first.
And that's what he just needs to. He just needs time to be evaluated by somebody.
I think we all need one.
Yes.
Amen.
Everyone. All right. How about this? Somebody in Wales apparently decided to do something artistic, and they carved tree stumps at a local park to look like mushrooms. But mushrooms also look like something else, and apparently the people complained because they looked a little too phallic.
I've seen that. I saw that, and then there's another thing that's going around. People doing their Christmas, they're decorating palm trees, and there's a certain way you can decorate a palm tree that makes it look very, very phallic.
I laughed
really?
out loud. So the palm tree looks like a penis, and then they did like the palm fronds, but then it looks like something's coming out of the penis.
It's very graphic.
It's so funny.
There's a viral video today, too. If you love boiled peanuts, which I know my wife does, this might make you laugh.
What's in this pan here?
Boiled peanuts.
What?
Boiled peanuts.
Boiled penis?
Peanuts.
Penis?
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Peanuts. Okay.
She is apparently not very good at saying peanuts.
Oh my God, I want to have Thanksgiving with them.
Yeah.
They sound like they are just in love.
They are just fun.
Uh-huh. There's a Burger King worker in Alabama that managed to steal $30,000 from the store over the course of the past year by creating fake employees and getting them on the payroll.
Wow.
And they finally just caught him and charged him with theft.
How much did he get?
$30,000.
Dang, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Apple going to be shelling out a lot, too. I saw they reached a $133 million settlement over claims that it slowed down older phones.
We knew they were doing this. We called it.
Yeah.
Whenever there's the new upgrade available, the new model, your old model all of a sudden runs like a snail.
Yeah.
We knew it.
But I was reading last night, I think they make $521 billion annually on their app store alone, just the app store. So $133 million, I don't feel like that's probably that big for Apple.
No, it's not.
I mean, that's probably the easiest check they've written in a while. So, yay, we won. There's an angry customer got caught on camera slashing an IHOP employee in Queens after refusing to wear a mask again.
Slashing?
Yeah. Well, I just, wear the damn mask.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she had to get 7 stitches, and then he ran off. Cops are still looking for him, but they got a pretty good video of him.
You said this happened at IHOP?
At IHOP, yeah.
At a classy place like that.
I know. There's about 3 different stories. I only put in the one of people getting all upset about the mask, and just put it on. Just put the mask on, people. It's a fun little thing if you love Christmas movies. If you don't, you may not like this, but $2,500 is what they will pay you to watch 25 Christmas movies in 25 days. It's not a bad deal.
No. Who's paying?
It is this company that is looking for some publicity for their website. There you go.
A Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah. Smart little marketing ploy. Cost them maybe $2,600, and I'm sure they've more than recouped that money already.
Yeah.
Would you do that if they gave you the opportunity?
Yeah, I think a lot of people
easy.
would. Yeah, I mean but it's only one person that gets to do it, so it's basically a contest for $2,500, and I mean we give out double that in a week here on this radio station.
Amen.
Yeah, so we should have done that. Get one person to watch the movies, put a little marketing
They have
plan.
to listen to 25 Dirt of the Days and
and rate them.
It might be tough.
Yeah.
I still have this shocker.
Yeah. You're right. You got to make sure you take that thing off before you start that mouthing. All right, coming up here, we're going to ask you, how well do you know the show? Adam Carolla is going to be in town. He's going to be doing some stand-up and recording his podcast. If you think that you're a diehard KVJ fan, you might want to call us right now, 877-979-WRMF here at the KVJ Show. Okay, how well do you know the show? Dennys is telling me that Ronnie here from Lake Worth Beach has been listening to KVJ for 4 years, and he said that he's heard the other rounds we've done this week, and he got every question right. So
okay.
Apparently, Ronnie, this is going to be no problem at all for you, okay, bud?
Yeah, let's hope.
Okay, well, what we're going to do is you got 3 chances to just get one question right. Now, I'm going to start off with one that's a little bit challenging here. Let's see how well you know the KVJ show.
Kevin's second dog, when he was 7, was named what? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, producer Dennys talked about playing one sport for his high school. Oddly enough, Dennys doesn't know anything about sports, but he actually played one in high school and is relatively decent at this one sport. What is it, Ronnie?
Wow. I don't know, but I'm going to guess tennis.
It is a good guess. It's not too far off. I believe it's golf.
It is.
Golf.
Denny's just had to play a little golf.
That's okay. We hit you with the hard ones first.
That was a hard one.
Okay. All right, next question. Let's see if you can get this one right here for Adam Carolla tickets. Suits runs KVJ TV during the show. You can watch, and he also does the traffic for us. But he also has one other big job here at 97.9 WRMF. What is his other big job that he does?
Oh, gosh. Huh. He does... I don't know. The cruises?
Good guess. That is a good guess. Yeah, he loves cruises. Yeah. He does the night show on the radio station. He's on
He's
at
a
night.
DJ.
Yeah,
He's a
DJ.
legit
We got a suit
DJ.
show on tonight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Suit show. Okay, here you go. It's your final crack at this.
You got this.
Ronnie, we believe in you. Okay, KVJ, we have a podcast that we do that you don't get to hear this really on the radio, maybe a snippet, but the full thing you don't ever hear broadcast because it is an unrated podcast. What is the name of our podcast, Ronnie?
After the show podcast.
Very nice! Ronnie! Yeah! That's it. You got what you needed. You got 1 out of 3. Very nice. Going to hook you up with Adam Carolla tickets. He is going to be at the Palm Beach Improv this weekend doing stand-up and recording his podcast. I'll let you work out what tickets you get with Dennys. Okay, bud?
All right, thank you. Thank you, guys. Love the show. Love it.
Oh, we love
appreciate
you.
it, Ronnie. Thank you so much for being a listener, my man.
Sweetheart.
Okay. She's got very large breasts, apparently. That's what the email's all about. Just thought I'd get your attention real quick. Says, I have had very large breasts my entire life. I'm only 5'4", but I have 36 double Ds, and I would love smaller breasts. I'm almost 30 now, and I've been saving money for the breast reduction I wanted to get, but my girlfriend is now telling me that this is her favorite feature on me and is begging me to keep them. It's really a question on who do I want to make more happy, her or me. I have to deal with back pain, wearing 2 sports bras, trouble finding swimsuits that fit, and restless nights. I think a breast reduction would negatively impact our relationship, though. My girlfriend is my world. What would you do?
You have to take care of you. If you medically are in pain and you have the money to do this breast reduction for yourself, for your health, walking around in pain all day is terrible. It's suffering needlessly.
If your partner doesn't want you to get that done and they're still kind of, but you look hot this way, I want it this way, they're a jerk and I think you should dump them.
Yeah, this may not be the girl for you if she's putting her sexual needs ahead of your health.
Well, this is not like a hairdo here. This is medical stuff. Your back hurts, you're in pain.
Living in pain sounds terrible, and anybody who wants you to live like that really doesn't care about you.
I think we've heard enough. Walls, Pennington, and Sinicki, we're out.
Yeah, and I kind of want to slap this lesbian. What's she thinking?
Well, I think what she's doing, I don't think she's like making her or anything like that. She just knows how much she likes him, and she says, that's my favorite feature. I wish you would keep him.
Yeah, that's not fair. If you know that your partner's in pain and you're asking them to keep their boobs because you like to play with them, you're selfish and you don't deserve that partner.
And we get why you like to play with them, but she's in pain.
They'll still be there. They'll just be smaller. So get over yourself.
What if we were talking about a haircut here? You had longer hair. You wanted to go short, but your partner was like, I really love your long hair. I don't want you with short hair.
It's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, bottom line,
I'm just saying, how would you rank on that one? Do you do that for your partner and keep the long hair?
I think it would be a nice thing to do if you love your partner and
keep the hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I 100.
Keep hair, lose boobs.
Well, because they're different.
They're different.
One's causing you to be in pain and have sleepless nights. One of them is an aesthetic thing, and I just the way I look at it, I always want to try to turn my partner on the most I can.
Yeah.
If someone likes me with a beard, I'd grow a beard for them.
Mm-hmm. Your doctor tells you should probably drop about 30 lbs, and your partner's like, yeah, I would love to see you a little bit thinner. Do you really put forward and do that if that's what they want to do? Do you think losing weight is on the same lines?
Weight loss has to begin in your heart. So you have to want it for you. Sure, it's a motivator if your partner is going to support you and encourage you, but I think that's one of those personal decisions.
Well, if your doctor's telling you to lose weight, you should be losing weight. Not because your partner wants you to, but your doctor's telling you to lose weight.
So you would do it only for the doctor, but if your partner's like, hey, I'd love to see you lose some weight, you'd be like, I'm going to do that for me.
I grew up in a house. Weight was a weird thing, man. If you got on someone about their weight, it was, you better sit down and pack a lunch because there's going to be a war going on. And I don't mess around with weight with anybody. I've seen it go wrong on every occasion.
He has seen the war.
When weight is brought up, whether you say, yo, you look too skinny or you look too big, weight's always been a weird thing with my family.
Your partner likes you in more revealing clothing, really likes the cleavage shirts, Virginia. It kind of makes you uncomfortable, and you'd rather not, but they really, really like it. Would you do that?
No. If you don't feel comfortable wearing low-cut tops, you don't wear low-cut tops, and I don't care who's telling you to wear it. Now, if you're just around the house, maybe you pacify him or her. But if you don't want to go out with your tatas out, I get it. Not all of us are throwing it out there.
Going out in public's one thing, but if it's something you like in the bedroom...
Yeah.
All I'm saying is let's all get on the same page, have a little fun dress up. We want to have fun with each other.
Right?
Yeah.
Good times.
We want to turn on our mate.
Good times. Okay, anything to add? 877-979-WRMF. Make sure you go jump on the KVJ Show Facebook page. We got our draft for game shows that are up there. Virginia went first, then Suits, Dennys, myself, and then Jaybird. We picked 3 game shows each. Who picked out the best team? We're going to come back here in just a bit and let you know who won today's KVJ draft on the KVJ Show.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
Well, looks like we have got some vaccine stuff. It's going to be coming our way here pretty quick. That is the good news. If you're looking for a timetable on it, mid-December, which that's just a month away. That they're going to start getting it into some South Florida hospitals. You got 2, Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood and then Jackson Memorial in Miami are going to be 2 of the 5 in the state that's going to have it, and they're going to have enough for 1 million people.
Wow.
In the state of Florida.
Now, do you have to, because I know they said they're going to do healthcare workers first, and then the elderly, and then those with compromised immune systems and pre-existing conditions, and then most of the rest of us that are in relatively good health, I think have to wait till like March or April.
They're going to do a lottery kind of a thing like they did in Hunger Games.
Oh, that won't get rigged.
I'm just kidding.
If you involve humans, it's going to get rigged. There's already a bunch of rich people that have private doctors. I don't know if you know a lot about this private concierge doctor thing.
No.
So these doctors basically they are private concierge doctors, and you hire them for the year, and that's your doctor, and you pay them annually if you use them or if you don't. And they come to you, and they're your private concierge doctor. That's been happening a lot.
Okay.
And now a lot of these wealthy people are trying to get their private concierge doctors to get them the vaccines before the regular people are supposed to get them. Yeah. It's a big thing I've been hearing about, like people of privilege insisting they get the vaccine first.
Ain't that the way, huh?
It's just, that's life, baby.
Yeah, that's just a constant thing. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, for me, I'm just trying to figure out. To me, I'm better when I know deadlines because I can mentally, a lot of life for me is just mental preparation. I have to just kind of be ready for it. That's why I these surprises and all that kind of stuff, like emotionally and mentally, sometimes I'm not ready for them. And it's like I weather them better if I mentally am able to grapple with it. And when Fauci was talking about April, okay, when are things going to maybe be going back a little bit more to normal? And they were talking to people who, there was like 50+% of people, something like that, that were saying, yeah, I feel like I'm pretty much back to normal. Maybe it's as much as 60%. I just saw them like going, you're crazy. If there's anything you are doing that makes it feel like you're back to normal now, I don't know what you were doing before, but it's not even close.
If you think this is normal, you obviously didn't get out like we get out, because we got out a lot.
It's like, who are you talking to? There is no way that's going on. And so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, April maybe, but he's still saying, we'd have to do the masks and the social distancing. And I was like, okay, could somebody give me a timetable to say how long before I wouldn't even know there was a pandemic that happened?
How long before I can throw the mask away?
Yeah. For me, and I'm sure everybody's probably got their own thing. Maybe you love going to movies. Maybe you love going to concerts. I love going to sporting events. That was my thing. Especially in fall, I'm really reminded every weekend as I watch football games from home with no one in the stands at a lot of these games.
And fake pumped-in crowd noise that's so awkward. It's
weird, yeah. And I think it's tough for the teams, too, because they just said, they feed off the energy of the crowd. So
sure.
Maybe you love, making out. Those, for some people, have gone bye-bye.
The bird's river run dry.
I'm just saying, for y'all married, hooked up people, it should be love-making galore for y'all. I'm just saying. All right, never mind.
I'm getting it. I can't speak for Kevin. I think we established that yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, poor guy.
But what they were saying here in this one stat, as far as like getting back into stadiums, 60% of sports fans are not interested in attending live sports events until there's a COVID-19 vaccine. But they say what to me is what's falling short is, okay, the vaccine, we start pumping people with it maybe by January, but that doesn't mean that things are going to look much different.
When does that whole herd immunity thing kick in? Like how we've been able to get the handle on the mumps and measles and rubella and all that kind of stuff. Like when do we get that level?
I don't think there's a definite answer. I've read about 5 different conflicting responses on that, including saying that herd immunity is a myth. So,
Lord.
Yeah, I've heard the full gamut on it. So that's just it. I haven't really heard the timetable other than Fauci's thing. So I was just kind of curious. 29% of people said that they're willing to go now. 29% of people would go to a game right now if they allowed them. And to me, with the masks and the way they're spacing people out, that's all good. But how long before, if you've got a 100,000 seat stadium, are they going to pack people in side by side? So
yeah, great questions.
That's what if I could get one answer right now, tell me what that date is so I can mentally prepare myself, or I could walk outside or go through a world where I didn't realize that there was ever a pandemic. Just give me that date so I can mentally prepare myself.
Should we just tell him July, and then if it comes,
I'm not going to believe anything you guys say.
I don't believe anything you guys say. So there you go.
There's nobody believes anybody.
Yeah, I don't believe any of you.
I don't trust nobody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are talking about doing some trials and things like that. That's how they kind of got that. And I know there was a couple people that had some bad effects for it. Would you have done the COVID trial if you were just perfect? You have the right blood type, you're the right person, but you're going to be a guinea pig. Because I wonder, some people do that, and do they pay you if you're ever the guinea pig? How does that work? Because I know they had some people here in South Florida that were doing it. And I'm just kind of curious, what was that like? What did you get out of that if anybody did that?
Great question.
They give you a coupon for 10 free wings. That's the payment.
I think I need more than that.
Yeah, I agree.
You get a free pet guinea pig.
Is that what it is? Hey, guinea pig, have a guinea pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious if anybody's ever done any of these test trials, because we do have scripts in some of those places around here that it seems like we're almost living in guinea pig central. That there might be a lot of trials that happen in South Florida.
But yeah, do we know anybody? Is anybody listening that went through it? Did they pay you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. What is that like? Did they make it worth your while? Talking about the news about the coronavirus vaccines coming to 2 South Florida hospitals in mid-December. So hopefully we'll start pumping it with some people in Florida, and maybe we can start getting this virus under control and get back to normal lives. Maybe. Nurse Schmidt in the chat room said, Kev, things may never be normal again.
All right, Schmitty.
That's like the stat you had last week. Dating will never be the same
again. What? Yeah.
We got to have hope. We got to have positivity. We got to ride it with, facts. But we can't be hopeful and optimistic.
She said, like 9/11, this may change public health, travel, gatherings for a very long time. So, I don't know. I'm not sure I'm in for the long haul. I got to be honest with you.
Kevin about to check out.
Yeah, I'm about to be like, take me now, Lord.
He's going to the woods.
Take me now, Lord.
Let me know if you want to go to the woods.
Yeah, I'm going to just go about my life when I drop a drop. I don't know.
If one of us goes to the woods, you know that it all got to us finally.
Yeah.
We've broken.
I had enough. Just kind of curious about people who've done the trials. Did anybody do any of the coronavirus trials? I know they were doing some of the vaccine trials in South Florida. Some people are letting us know about the ones they've done. There's one that's going on in Boca where if you donate white blood cells, you'll get a $300 gift card.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
They can have as many white blood cells as they want for a $300 gift card.
Somebody else said that when their daughter was 6, they had gotten the option to sign up to participate in a trial they were doing on eardrops, and they would have gotten $450 to participate in a week-long study. $450 is pretty good for a week, right?
I know, but you're doing it to your kid. I don't agree with that.
And there's things going in your ear. I don't like it.
You as an adult can make that decision whether or not you want to put some stuff in your ear. I don't think you should do that to your child.
2 weeks later, your kid's growing algae on its back.
I don't know, though. I mean, how do you ever get a trial if nobody does it to their child? But
yeah, somebody's got to do it. And I wonder, it may be like going, okay, $450, but, she is the apple of my eye, and she is my only child. I wonder if you can start driving that.
Or if you got 4 kids, what kid's been misbehaving the most?
Yeah.
You're getting the trial.
No, Mommy, not another trial. I'll behave.
Nope, you are experiment time. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe not a bad idea. All right, coming up here in a couple of minutes, we're going to find out who won today's KVJ draft. Virginia's the one emotionally invested in this. We did game shows in tribute to Alex Trebek. I was the one who chose Jeopardy. I also got Big Brother and Press Your Luck, because we open up some of those, I guess, reality shows that are kind of a contest. I guess you win cash at the end as a game show.
You do. It is technically a game show.
Okay, all right. Virginia, her list went with The Price is Right, The Big Daddy, Supermarket Sweep, and Cash Cab. Suits got Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Deal or No Deal. Dennys got Survivor, Wheel of Fortune, and America Ninja Warrior. And Bird, you got Flavor of Love, Double Dare, and Win, Lose, or Draw.
My worst list to date.
You think so, huh?
There's no shot I don't get last place.
I like all of your choices.
Okay, all right, we'll see. Did Jaybird finish last? Did Virginia finish first? We got the results for you next.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I know Virginia really wants this W here for today's KVJ draft.
I want it too much, maybe.
Doing game shows here. There's a big conversation about the passing of Alex Trebek, and then also who might be following up as the host of Jeopardy. We actually put up a Twitter poll the other day, And I was actually kind of surprised to see how close it was between the top two candidates when we asked, who would you have to take over for Alex for the next Jeopardy host? And our top vote getter was Ken Jennings. He got 35% of the vote. LeVar Burton got 34%. And then way down the list was Tom Bergeron with 16%, and then other, where you could put in other names, was 15%.
Recount. Too close.
That is very close.
The Bird's demanding a recount.
Very, very close. So be interesting to see who winds up getting that gig. I assume that's a pretty cherished gig, right?
Oh, yeah.
But is it somebody who that needs to be their only gig? Because that's all Alex did.
But I think he was grandfathered in, too. He probably has a great contract. It's going to be different for a newbie unless they're trying to unless they're trying to land a big celebrity.
But do you want somebody that they are a jack of all trades and you see them doing 3 different things, including counting down to New Year's? Or do you just want somebody that, like, this is what they do? Jeopardy is their thing.
You want someone to focus on Jeopardy.
I don't know. I don't care.
Well,
I just want them to be good.
Okay.
I think
pipe down with your Jeopardy attitude.
Jeopardy's not my favorite, so I do need to pipe down. The only Jeopardy I like is the high school or the college one, because I can't.
You can play.
I can't really get a lot right at regular Jeopardy.
I can compete with the college one, and I think they had a high school one too.
Oh, elementary, I was killing it.
I think they did have a kid Jeopardy, and I still didn't do that great.
Okay, well, we're going to see here, was it Virginia that got the win here today for the KVJ draft of game shows? All right, we'll start with last place with 1 vote.
Oh, damn.
For Flavor of Love, Double Dare, and Win, Lose, or Draw.
You only got 1 vote?
Jaybird is today's loser.
I'm going to find out who voted for me. I'm going to take you out for a beer and a pizza. We just became lifelong friends, my friend.
Okay.
It's the stalker.
Oh, crap. You're right. I got to be careful with what I say with my word.
She accepts.
She's in the parking lot waiting.
You might not be wrong.
Next to last, with Big Brother, Jeopardy, and Press Your Luck, it was me.
Wow.
I'm seeing a theme here. People with the non-traditional game shows are losing. Big Brother, Flavor of Love.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a statement. I did the Big Brother when you jumped on the Survivor. I'm like, well, maybe I should jump into that. And yeah, that is not well received.
But I love Big Brother.
It wasn't a popular move.
If Dennys gets the next one, if he's the next, because he had Survivor, which is not a typical game show.
Next is Dennys.
Yep.
He had Survivor, Wheel of Fortune, and American Ninja Warrior. The people spoke. They did not like that and don't think that really counts as game shows.
So it's between me and Soups?
The people turned on me, Kevin, and Dennys. They're punishing us.
Yeah, that's it. They really did. They revolted on that. And I took the bait and I went for it.
You did.
You brought me down.
Won't be the last time somebody on this show brings you down, Kevin. I'm next.
Okay. We've got just 5 votes separating first and second place.
Oh, my gosh.
Finishing in first place with Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and Deal or No Deal. Suits wins
Soup!
the draft today.
The kid, the prodigy.
Virginia was second with The Price is Right, Supermarket Sweep, and Cash Cab.
You lost in a cash cab. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, I went with my heart. I love that show. If you don't watch Cash Cab, you need to.
You went with the heart.
I did.
The stoned heart.
I just think, I find in these drafts, it's the mass appeal. Got to go where the people are. And it may be a great show, but I don't know if it's mass appeal enough. It's always been kind of on cable networks.
It has.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything, but when I heard that, that was the sound of Virginia losing the tournament.
Beat you.
Oh, I lost the tournament right at the beginning. Flavor of Love. I never had a shot.
Yeah.
You didn't take it serious.
Some say that.
Look at him. All right, we have got the After the Show podcast going to be coming up here in just a bit. You can watch it live on Facebook and YouTube or get it on the 97.9 WRMF app. Listen anytime. In fact, if you log 4 hours today, you get an entry for our free trip Friday, 4-day, 3-night trip to the Sandals Negril Beach Resort and Spa in Jamaica. So if you want to go check that out, apparently they're very good with the social distancing and cleansing and all that kind of good stuff that you got to do. I know we got Randy out there. She's been hanging out there all week, checking it out. So sounds like it's a beautiful place, and she's coming back. She got quarantined a little bit, I think.
Yeah, she does.
Mm-hmm.
But it's worth it. That trip looks amazing.
Giving away our first one tomorrow, so get on that app and listen to get qualified for that. Before we do that, Bird, if you would, wrap it up with our thought for the day.
Thank you, Positive K. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending.
Okay.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify.